Hey everybody, welcome back! Oh heck, my phone's really loud, hang on a sec. Oh my goodness, that's loud. There we go. How you guys doing? Hey Bodine, Green Thumb Farmers, Mr. Grits fan. How is everyone doing today? So yeah, we are back on PV Canyon Crossing, and obviously being in the UK it is really windy and really wet today, so not very nice unfortunately, but we're going to carry on regardless. Let me just do a couple of shout outs. So there's one from Mr. Green Thumb Farmer. Make sure to click on his link, give him a follow, and catch him when he does go live. He's a great content creator, and he's actually currently working on a few projects for possibly this map or maybe the next one. And let me give Mr. Oh heck, there we go. Let's cheat that one. Mr. Grits fan as well. There you go. And if you're not following either of those guys, click on their links, give them both a follow. They're great content creators in their own right and deserve your support for sure. Is it a normal day in the UK? Well, actually, it's not been too bad of recently there, Bodine, in the UK, weather-wise. But yeah, over the last few days, it has definitely gotten a lot more windy and wet where I'm living. So, yeah. Obviously, I know that the stereotypical English weather is wet and windy anyway, but oh, but yeah, you are very welcome, Mr. Green Thumb Farmer and Mr. Grits, for all those shout outs. You are very welcome. Right, so I'm going to start off with doing a little bit of logging. I'm actually currently using auto drive to clear out Heartland bread. So while he's driving back and forth, I can get in and do a bit of this. I want to get my sawmills filled back up as much as possible. I'm still waiting on a handful more of the shingle. That seems to be taking forever, so I might actually get T Miller's Woodwork Factory filled while I'm at it. And yeah, see if I can get them a little bit faster. So I think I might have almost enough there for a full load to get that started. So let's get in here, get at least one more I think would do to start off with. And I'll go from there. Get you. And yes, I am doing the Dajnet stump removal trick. Using good old Easy Dev tool. Makes life so much easier. But yeah, how is everyone doing anyway? I know Mr. Big Vito himself was streaming a little while ago on the map, and yeah, seems to be really enjoying it. Oh, where's my point? There we go. What have I got? 17 seconds from the looks of it before auto drive reaches its destination. I think I've only got one, maybe two more loads to go actually on that. And Farmer Dad 123, thank you very much for that stretch. I will do that right now. I can stand up. I can try and touch the ceiling. Oh, Jesus. There we go. That's not too bad. And there's the ding-dong. Thank you very much, Farmer Dad, for that. Much appreciated. Right, hey Oppies, how you doing? Righty, so where was he heading? I have no idea. He was either over here or at Heartlands. I can't remember. Oh, he's heading back to Heartlands. Okay, cool. Yeah, so at the minute I do have organic bread and gluten bread still to transport. So yes, just plodding along, carrying on. There we go. Get that now. So we've got the organic bread here. Now that's the start point there, so I think about there. Let's have a little look, should we? God, that's already almost filled up a null. Jeez. These things produce far too quickly. There we go. That's fine. Yeah, that's a good bit of positioning. Right, so get that spawning, and I can keep an eye on chat. Doing great, thanks. Yeah, I'm not doing too bad, thanks. So, I did actually go for an eye test today, and turns out my eyes are perfectly healthy and fine, which is really strange considering I need glasses to see, so go figure. But yeah, the prescription itself hasn't changed since my last check, so that's a bit of a bonus. But I am actually, because it's been about 4 years since I had some new glasses, I am getting some new glasses. They're going to have the tint in them, plus obviously where I'm going to be doing a lot of driving throughout the winter, going back and forth to see obviously my wife's kids or sons. I decided to get the anti-glare added because that is one of the big issues with people who are short-sighted, it seems. Glare from other car lights can really mess you up a lot, and it has done it for quite a number of years for me. So yeah, I'm getting that added along with it. So yeah, which is going to make life that little bit easier, hopefully, when driving. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should be fine. Just get those last few and 100,000. Cool. Right. Back to the logistics centre. Unloading there. And you can do that for now. So, yeah, so I've just literally got the gluten-free bread left to get in here. I am missing some wrapping, which is kind of interesting. It's still pumping out quite a lot. I do need to get some milk. Still waiting on the cows. Obviously, butter. Ooh. Did I? Oh, I can't remember. I suddenly thought, did I add goat milk as a butter option? If it is, oh, it is. Let's change that to distribute. We'll put that on distribute as well. And that. And that. And oh, we'll just shove that as well. But yeah, that butter can come across now as well. Woohoo! Bonus. Right, so let's jump back. Actually, one thing I did want to check, because I haven't done it yet, is I was actually playing around earlier on with the old brewery, and obviously for most of you guys, I still may make a few tweaks, but obviously the sound coming out of it is really quite loud. Okay, I'm not really hearing it there. Might have to just make it a little bit bigger, just so it maybe comes out to here.
Billy is a nuisance. He will be gone in 2 weeks. I apologize for this inconvenience.
I love that walk on Oppies, it's great. You think you got your blurps fixed? Nice. So obviously you can hear it in there. Yeah, I think what I might just do is make it a little bit bigger, so you can just about hear it out here. Okay, so just needs a little bit, still a little bit of tweaking, and hopefully I'll get this updated, because I do think it is far too loud. Much like that. But it's not too bad. It's not too bad, actually. I think we can get away with that on the inside, but yeah, just need to maybe push it out to the outer edges of the placeable, and that should be fine, actually. And how you doing there, Mr. KW? So yeah, that is obviously something I've been working on. Another thing I have gone through as well, and obviously with Dave now going through a lot of the productions and trying to fine tune them, obviously I found another slight bug, I think, in my opinion, and that's with the vodka factory. How's it going there? I am Trans Gaming. Welcome in there, bud. Now obviously for you guys currently it's set to around about 20,000 for most of the input products. But what I've actually done is to up that a bit. Both the input and the outputs are a lot higher. So yeah, obviously with a big map like this, you need some bigger capacity. So I've put them on around about 200,000 litres on most things. There's still some that's still quite low. Obviously watermelon, which comes with the greenhouses, doesn't really produce very quickly. Obviously I'm going to keep that at 20,000 for the minute. See how, obviously I've got 2 greenhouses down producing, actually no, 1, 2, 3, 4, I think it's 5 actually greenhouses now fully producing everything and distributing. So I'll keep an eye on that, see how it goes. But yeah, for now, watermelon in here is staying as it is. The rest, because obviously the peach, the orange, the cherries are now obviously placeable orchard trees. I've upped that. Obviously, the cranberries you can actually now grow on the ground in the bogs. You get a pretty good yield actually off of them. I may actually just put them to about 100,000. So then you've got some at least for other factories as well. So I'm still tweaking these, but once that's sorted, it should be fine. And obviously, I'll try and get that sent off to Dave. And obviously, one thing as well, guys, remember with this, you do get compost as a byproduct coming out of here, and it does come out of this little pipe right here. Obviously, I've currently got 926 litres of it, but yeah, obviously that can be used in the same way as the compost on the rest of the map, whether you want to use it as a fertilizer option or put it into making fertilizer. How you doing there, Tech Mike? And hats off to you too. Actually, I'm going to grab a quick drink. You're still trying to figure out how to offload the boat into the river silos. Okay. Well, unfortunately, I don't have it, but let me save this a sec. Let me stop my auto drive because I may have to do a quick restart. And we'll do a quick test on that actually. Let's jump into here. And we'll stop that. Now, I do know that some, I believe one in particular, is only a mining silo. Obviously, I don't own them, so I'm just going to save, and I'm going to probably end up restarting just to do a quick test and see if we can figure something out. So what is it you're actually unloading there, I am Trans Gaming? And which silo are you going to? So the first thing is you do need to own this, the plot of land that the silo is on. It's either going to be part of the river or part of the landing area. So let me jump over here a sec. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-bam. Let's see, I've got surfing pump. There we go. Obviously, you got this one right. You got grains. Okay. So you have in this area here. There is 2 silos you can unload from and load to. This one here, I believe, is set up only for mining materials, but I can possibly test that. Let's have a little look. I think this is the only one that's actually maybe one of 2 that's set up that way. So obviously I'm going to be right here at the bottom of the mine. I believe. Now obviously I haven't even got around to doing the silos yet, so I haven't really used them that much. Dave is the best person to ask, but I believe this one is also set up as a mining one only. But all the rest on the map should be grain ones, so they should have one over here, which is grain. Obviously, I've got one right here, which is grain. Actually, by the boat right there, actually. There's one right there that's grain, I believe. I believe that's a grain as well. So yeah, as long as you own. Actually, let me see something. There you go. So yeah, obviously you do need to own the riverways for most of these. So let me see how much this river is going to cost me first of all. I haven't got quite enough, but obviously as I saved, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to do this little test. I'm going to crash the game and then reload. So anything I do at the minute is going to be wiped out. So cheat some money in. Easiest way of doing it. Let's purchase that bit of land. Buy. And if I come back out there, I should now get access to that one and that one. So yeah, if I remember rightly, it'd be nice if these actually stated mining or grain, bulk, whatever. But yeah, let's grab one of those boats and see. Oh, that's not a boat. And I take it you're using the grain barge, is it there? I'm Trans Gaming. Trying to figure out what products to build next. I have the ones at the centre by the docks. You're using that one, okay? Docks all built. Yeah, that's the tricky bit. Once you get those ones in the middle, it is kind of tricky to figure out. Right, which direction do you want to go? Obviously, I've sort of gone from using like the grain, not the grain mill, the bakery extended to then go into Heartland Breads, and that actually pumps out a lot more bread really quickly. So maybe look at that. Ooh, that's not bad, is it? No issues. Right, so let's take a little drive. I on that one. I wanted me to test. Actually, I could do both. Now, if I remember rightly, this boat is set up for bulk. Let me get rid of that. Hopefully I'm not going to crash into this here. This is actually the first time I've actually used this boat. Now, let's see, let's do N to open both of that up. And we'll come into here, we'll just grab some wheat to start off with. Let me slow that down. So what you should be able to do, if I'm correct, and this should be with most of them. Let me just close that just in case, because I don't want to crash into the bridge there. Ba-ba-da-ba-dam. Now this is where the tricky bit comes in. Let's see. Obviously, make sure that you do own the silo first of all. Obviously, if you can see on the right hand side those little icons, if you own it, then there we go. So that's literally it. Oh, I got overdone it. Go back, go back. Stop, 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 stop. Jeez, the brakes on this is crap. But as you've seen, the pop-up did come through, and when this thing stops, holy cripes, that is terrible. Come on, it's still going. I'm actually hitting the S key to stop, and that's how. Oh my god, is that as bad as how a normal boat is? I have no idea, but yeah. I'm sure their brakes are a lot better. Obviously, I think I know in a lot of places they use tugs to bring them in, so yeah. So yeah, all you literally have to do is drive or go under that pipe, and you should, as you seen a minute ago, get that little pop-up come up. Let's see if I can get back here a minute. Now, obviously, you don't really need to do this, but you can. Obviously, if you want to fill up, obviously, just hit the old N key. Actually, let me do this so you can see. So it's just to open the cover, and you can actually just fill straight in from the silo, and also unload on the water side. So let me see if I can hit that trigger first of all. There we go, right there. Just hit. Interesting. Stop, 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 stop. And as you can see, it is now actually unloading into the silo. So while that is doing that, let me jump onto the shore itself. If I can find a spot to teleport to, there we go. So obviously I'm unloading into this silo here. And obviously this is definitely a grain silo. Let me grab a truck and trailer quickly, and I can show you how to do the other end. It's actually really quite easy. You just pull under the pipe on the land side. I have no idea. Oh, actually, I might have a TLX free. Let's tab through quickly. Wow, that's loud. There we go, yeah. There we go. And obviously, all of those silos on the water side should be exactly the same. But obviously there is those two that I mentioned, the one at the bottom of the mine, plus the one around by the desert, that are, I believe, set as mining products only, so just bear that one in mind. Obviously I do know that Mr. Dajnet later, ooh, my driving is not quite right, there we go, will be going live later on. He's probably going to be doing 7 Days to Die. I believe he said it's Horde Night actually. But you can still ask questions. But yeah, here you go. So obviously the boat is still unloading. And then all you literally do to pick it up again, just drive under the little pipe there. Hit the old R key. Obviously you can tab through and see exactly what is in there. And looking at that, that's pretty much set as bulk from the looks of that. I see. Oh, there we go, there we go. Now, obviously, yeah, it's bulk. Now, somebody was asking the other day if you can store animal food. I think it was T. Miller, actually. Yes, you can, in the silos. There you go. That answered that question. Aha, cool. So yeah, if you've got any of the loose animal feed, you can put it into one of these silos. So that's actually set up as bulk, because obviously you can get your mining materials in there as well. Literally everything and anything. So that does help, even nails if you wanted to. But yeah, just to load up, all you do is select what you want, like a normal silo, hit the old start key, and that will then fill up your tipper. And obviously what I will just do is pop over to that one there. Oh, I can't because there's nothing here. Okay. I do own that one, so that is good. I can actually test that to see whether that's a bulk as well. Obviously, the nice thing is all I really need is a tipper for that then. Right, so I've got that. And also, if you're interested, all you have to do is go over to that other icon to unload. Right there. There's a big trigger, and obviously that's there's a, well, I don't know, about 6 to 12 silos. Hey, Rusty Nail, how you doing? So there's that. Actually, I'm going to keep some of that just for the minute. Let me jump. Actually, let's do teleport. It's probably going to be faster. And we'll jump over to here. Because this is actually one silo I have not used yet. So, but as far as I'm aware, it is mining products, so it shouldn't, in theory, take wheat. No, see? So there we go. So that answers that question. So let me clear that a sec. Let me find... Oh, I'm not on the right bed, am I? GG, there. That one. I'm going to empty that. And the nice thing is what we can then do is just come under the pipe here. And hopefully get the fill trigger to show what's in here. So Arky. So yeah, there you go. So it is literally the mining materials in that one. So yeah, there you go. So hopefully that helps you out, game. So yeah, obviously make sure you're on the waterway before getting it. And obviously one thing to bear in mind, if you do not see these icons, you do not own it. And then yeah, go from there. But it's literally that simple. So right, I'm going to crash the game now because I do not want to save what that just done. So, and hopefully that might help some other people out as well. Hopefully this won't take too long. I'm just waiting for it to catch up. But yeah, there you go. Is it possible to use global market with this map? Yes, Matthew, you can. I actually have it semi-installed actually on this one, and I know Mr. Wheels has been using it. Obviously the screen's going to be black for a moment while we're reloading. But yes, you can. And actually I can show off a little bit because I've got it downloaded and added here. Right, so actually just a quick one. Let's see what's been brought out. Now the only thing I don't know is obviously it did come out on the in-game mod hub. I've got the version from their Discord, so I'm not sure if it's going to change any, but I'll have to inquire about that. But let's get this loaded up. Now, obviously, one thing to do when you do download it, obviously you can get it off the in-game mod hub now. There is a mod in here that you have to activate as well. There's also, actually, while I think about it, if I come back a sec, on the in-game mod hub, same person who did the global market released a placeable pack that goes with it. And I'm on the wrong screen. That helps. Let's see. Where is it? Hex bells. So many mods on this map. It's terrible. Let's see. See, this is all the mods that I've got currently in my mod pack. Oh, jeez. Where the heck is it? Where is it? It's not that one. It only came out a few weeks ago. Why is all these coming up so far? I know it when I see it. I know it when I see it. Maybe. Cruds, where is it? I'm pretty sure I know it's in here because I've got it placed down already. It's not got an actual picture. It does have a load of writing. Enhanced loan. What am I missing? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Better contracts. Creek Sawmill, Alcoa. Oh, there you go. The warehouse pack. That's what I'm looking for. This thing right here. This will actually work with that global market mod. I knew it was there. So if you want to use it, Caster, that's the one. Yeah, make sure to grab that as well. Right, so let's get in and get that activated. Right, global market, global market, global market. GH. So I've gone right past it, haven't I? Right there. So obviously you will need to activate the mod and that placeable if you want to use it. How do I get the products in there? That one I am not 100% sure. I've kind of played around with it. If you've got something in storage already, Matthew, you can get it straight from them. You can select the silo and then sell direct from there to the global market. Now obviously I have tried a couple of times. Now I don't know if it's just my internet, but it seems to take forever to sell something for me. I've bought a few things through it and it seems to have gone through pretty quick, but yeah, I can show it off in a minute. Billy, I found a mod that will cause issues from the in-game mod hub. It's a bunker silo worker. Okay, and it causes issues with plowing, really? Okay, I will take a note of that. Thank you for letting us know there, Guy for Weeks. So the bunker silo worker mod. Okay, and what I'll do is I'll message Viking and get that added as well to the list. You've messed up again, have you? There, Tech Mike. I had update 7 installed and found out from Dave I didn't need it because when you sync it's up. Yeah, that is why the mod folder switcher is always recommended when doing the updates rather than going on the website. Obviously, there is a few people out there who are obviously not using it because they've had computer issues or something and they can't get it to work properly. But yeah, in my opinion, the mod folder switcher is so much simpler for getting those updates. And while this is loading up, if you guys haven't seen the mod folder switcher, so this is actually a little program that Dajnet created actually quite a few years ago, and a lot of people have been using various versions of it. Obviously in 19 it was PV Tools. This time around it's obviously the SGA mod folder switcher. This is roughly what it looks like when it loads up. Obviously all these buttons can be attached to or linked to a folder. Now obviously when you get into a lot of heavy modded maps like Canyon Crossing, it is definitely recommended 100% to keep them separate from every other map out there. And obviously, because obviously the map and it does have its own mod pack, it is definitely well worth keeping it separate. And obviously, if you can do it, use this program. I know Dave's working on a updated version for later on. But yeah, what you can literally do is just create a folder on your desktop, name it whatever you want, and what you have to do is just click on one of these. I'll wait till this hits out. There we go. So just click on one of these. I'm going to... What mod folder do I have not linked? Let's go with my Silver Run. So I'm just going to drag my Silver Run save mod folder into here. And what it's going to do is automatically link it to that folder and name it. So if whatever the folder is named, it's going to name it right here. What you can also do is change the color of the button. Obviously, this is a little preview down here, so you can change the color of it. So let's go with, let's do a Dajnet sort of colors. So go with the sort of that funny little green, and I don't know, go with the yellow, for example. And this is what the button's going to look like. So once it's finished, all you literally have to then do is hit finish, and it's done. It's right there. And also you can have a full map in each of these different folders. Obviously, one thing to make sure is to keep that little green line next to which folder you're using. So obviously mine is PV Canyon Crossing. It's got the line right there. At the bottom here, it does show the pathing as well. So if you're unsure, make sure to check that. And to get those up, the current update, which is update 11, because obviously over the weekend there was an update released. All you have to do is click on, make sure that this folder is selected for your Canyon Crossing. Go to options and then just click on this button right here. And what that will do is it will compare what's on that server mod folder with what's in yours. And if it comes up with a date or there's a slight difference, it's going to replace it with the updated version. So if you've made an edit to a production, what I would highly recommend is separating a version of it into another folder and obviously run the update and then replace it if need be. Because obviously if you do a huge edit on a factory, say for instance like how I have right now, if I was to run this, the edit I've done to the Sam Adams and the vodka factory will be wiped out completely, so make a backup of them. But yeah, that's literally all I have to do. Just click on that, it'll download. It takes a few minutes depending on your internet. I think for me, I look at about 5 minutes if it's a map as well, but it's pretty quick overall. But yeah, once it's done, it will get that little pop-up saying download or sync complete. That will disappear once you click on the OK, and then all you literally have to do is, I always double tap on that if I've ever gone off of it. So say for instance I've gone on into loaded that up and go back into, I always double tap these. Even when I first installed it, I always double tap the button before loading up the game, because sometimes it doesn't always recognize it. So just think of that. If you have an issue when you've done a sync and the map isn't showing, try unclicking that folder and then go back onto it, and it should technically update it, and then just load up your game and you should be good to go. And obviously that is now loaded up. But yeah, it is definitely recommended doing it that way. Right, so now that I've done that little bit of a spiel, let's see what else you guys have said. So you can call just Guy. Yeah, okay, thanks, Guy. And yep, there we go. You're very welcome, Grits fan. I'm missing the rock crusher that's by the container area. Oh, okay. Since I didn't. Yeah, so I know you've got Reaper's mods as well, haven't you? I'm not sure if you got his save game, because I know he did a slight oops, shall we say. I think it was last week he actually edited it. Let me go back into the map here. He actually loaded it up to find that this was completely missing. Oh, let me come out of the way because it's a little bit noisy. So one thing you can do, if you've got a current save game, Tech Mike, load up a fresh save game where it's got this already pre-placed. Save and then exit. Go into your save game. Obviously, you need to make sure that you do have your save already done. So if I come into here, for example, what you can do is come into where your save games are. So documents, my games, Farm722. If you scroll down to the placeables XML, let me close some of these because this is what I've been playing around with. So close all about this. If you do Control F for Freddy and then find Crusher, what that will do is it'll bring you down to the Crusher. And what you could actually do is highlight all of that, copy and paste it into your current save and get it replaced. Obviously, one thing you would need to check is the ID number as well, and just make sure that it isn't messing up. You may have to put it at the end of the numbers and sequence. So for me, if I scroll down to the bottom, if it stops going so fast, so obviously on here I've got 747 is my highest ID. So what you could do is add it in one above that, for example, and give that a try. Now I took the mod he had and started a new save. Okay. It may just be that it wasn't in that folder, I don't know, but yeah, it is definitely in there. I know that Reaper actually went through and added it back in on his save, so that's an option as well. But yeah, make sure that it is in your save game folder as well, or your mod folder, I should say. That's a bit wild one here. Does it need filled up? There we go. But yeah, it is one of those things. Unfortunately, sometimes in mod will not load it in. Maybe it just accidentally got removed when going through your mods, not ticked or something. And obviously, when you go in the game, you don't realise it. You save, you exit, and then a few days later, you go back in and think, "Hang on, where's my rock crusher gone?" It does happen, unfortunately. And I'm guessing that's what happened to Mr. Reaper himself. There we go, cool. I can get this out of here now. Alright. I am using obviously the good old TLX Phoenix now. I decided to add it in. I've used it a fair few times before, but I have obviously gone through, edited it to remove all those additional problematic warnings. There we go. And it's exactly the same, pretty much the same setup as those Hispano modding edits. Let me see. Let's go put to there. I think that'd be the best plot. Right then. So, anywho, yeah, where were we? So let's get this guy going again. There we go. We can get rid of you, and I'll jump back to doing some of this. There we go. But yeah, hopefully that helps. Obviously, yeah, make sure it is in your folder, and yeah, I didn't see it in my folder, mod folder, from what I could tell. So let me just jump over to there. It will be called, if I remember rightly, FS22 underscore Crusher. Let me just double check. Yep. Copy. So, Mr. Tech Mike. Yeah, that is what you're looking for. FS22 underscore Crusher. If it's not in there, or if it is in there and isn't loading the game, what you might want to do is just delete it and resync, and it should bring it back in. So yeah, hopefully that helps. Anyway, right, so Ries, I think that is. I do have some animals. I do. I have almost all of them. The only thing I'm actually currently waiting to get up and running is the dogs. But I can actually show you if you'd like. I've just taken the central farm here and yeah, added everything in there. So obviously I've got my chickens over here. They're producing their eggs. They actually do need topped up soon. I'm using one of the Hispano modern containers here just to load the eggs straight into, but I do have a storage as well, which does need to be topped up actually. I've got a little bee honey spawn point there. And right now, no thank you very much. But thank you for the offer. I don't buy freaking followers and stuff. So yeah, that's where my chickens are at the minute. Let me speed up and I'll just show you the main farm a little bit. I'll put that on because I'm probably going to be needing it. So coming around from the main central farm, on the other side here I do have my cows, which are now so freaking so let me come down here and show you. So I was literally the other day right up here on the verge of my cows reproducing and producing milk. Since obviously the update on the weekend, that's kind of just numbed that a little bit. So yeah, that's where my little cows are for get my milk. Coming up here, we have my ducks. I know a lot of you guys have seen this before, but obviously some haven't yet. And obviously most of this is in the mod pack or off of the in-game mod hub. Obviously I've got a second one. Now with the ducks, there is two versions, just so you are aware. One will do duck eggs, one will do down. So if you actually go in here to construction, animals and others, you will need to keep an eye on these. So if I scroll through, obviously the images kind of speak for themselves. Obviously this one here is going to do eggs, this is going to do eggs, this is going to do down because it does show in the little corner there, and that one will do down. Now obviously there is obviously the duck pluck, which is right here, and obviously you do get your down from that, not the eggs, so bear that one in mind. It's not on the image, but it does the same thing. And then obviously, yeah, you got the goats and stuff as well. So yeah, just bear that in mind. Obviously coming around here, we now have my little kidding cats. I actually went through and sold all the adults that I had. They were actually starting to get a good old age, but I've got a lot of little kittens right here waiting to grow up. Obviously I've got two of them set up currently. I've got my dog pen there placed down. I just need to get the dogs, which hopefully now that I'm actually producing some dog food, I can get some. So maybe we'll see. Obviously got my deer pen there. Obviously waiting on them to grow up. And then over here, obviously got some beef cows, my pigs, goats, and sheep. So that is most of it. But yeah, at the minute, the only thing I'm really waiting on is the dogs. The other thing I did do over the weekend is place down the beehive, and I've kind of made a nice little garden area for the wax production. And right here, nice little bit. Let me just go up into the air just to show you guys what I did. And obviously it's not too visual, but obviously I've used some of those flowers that Dave's added into the map just to tidy up a bit, to make it more natural looking, I suppose is the best way. Yeah, so I've got two of them placed down there, plus the hive production, and yep, it is really, really easy. Just take literally from the trigger there, I can put a couple into there, a couple into there. Once they spawn, it is really, really simple. And obviously, as you can see, I've now got, well, there's 8 pallets there. I've already taken 10 over to make, obviously, the candles already just the other day. And, oh, look at that, I've got some present. A present already spawned out. I'll have to keep an eye on that at some point. But yeah, that is, oh, didn't mean to hit F11. There we go. But yeah, that is all the animals on here that I currently have. But yeah, just really waiting on the dogs. I do need to get in at some point and clear some of these chickens. I've got some that's a little bit overdone. I'm trying to keep a few of these for selling to make a little bit of money on the side. But yeah, I've got these ones here and these ones here, which I do need to get to, obviously, the butchers at some point. Oh man, more bleeding chickens. But yeah, what I tend to do, some of these older ones, what I'll do is I'll keep hold of some, just so I've got a constant production of eggs coming through. Same with the ducks, I'll keep some just to keep it going. But yeah, there we go. So global market, just a quick run through, actually, while I think about it. So over here, if I can tab over to it, no I cannot. Typical. They didn't add a teleport to it. And it's not on your mod folder. Okay. Yeah, obviously if you run the sync there, Tech Mike, it should download the missing mod and obviously update it to update 11. So you should be good to go. And obviously when you before you load up your save game, make sure to go through that mod list and make sure that they are active. And I know you've got quite a few mods, so you may miss one or two. So that little pack that I mentioned about on the mod hub for using with global market, this is it. It's about 3 or 4 different pieces. You have like a pallet storage that you can sell. You've got a bulk area here. Then you have a bale sell point, or buy point, I suppose is the best way. and you also have your liquids. Now I'm kind of curious. I wonder. Curious minds seem to kick in a lot. Let me grab my tanker. Now I haven't really tried this out. Oh no, wrong one. I want this truck. Give me you. There we go. Oh, wrong one. I want 3. Do we know if this mod was a conflict with the map, the animal food calculator? I have no idea. I haven't used it. To be honest, I can't see it being an issue. From what I've read, it's just so you can figure out how much food you should have for your animals to run it through the month or year. So, but yeah, if you wanted to test it out, you're more than welcome to, and let us know. I did see it came out the other day, but I haven't tested it yet, and no one's mentioned about it yet, so I'm guessing it's okay. How you doing there, Vortex, by the way? Let me just jump back a sec. Billy, can I get a copy of the TLX series you have? I suppose I could give it out to you guys if you wanted. Actually, I did actually upload it to my Google Drive to send over to Dave to get rid of his little errors. But never actually sent it to him. So let me get this. Oh, go away, update. There we go. Share. Anyone with link. Copy that. Done. And here you go. There you go. That's the copy of the TLX Phoenix that I've got. Okay, so just remember, don't update it on the in-game mod hub because you will lose obviously everything that was edited to it. And while I think about it, I'm not even in Discord. Oh cripes. I see Dave and Darius are chatting away there. But I don't want to interrupt them or nothing, so I'm going to stay out for the minute. Right. But I will send that over to Dave. And obviously, if he wants to use it, he's more than welcome. He's more than welcome to. There we go. But yeah, I wanted to actually, because obviously I've not actually used this. Now, obviously, there's 2 ways of doing it with the global market. Just a quick one. So, obviously, in here you do have your own menu. Now, there is an extension that you have to run. That you probably have to get it from their Discord. There we go. So there's that now active. Actually, just show you what I'm looking at. Obviously, on their Discord, there's it's like a external script type thing that you can get to use with this. And this is it basically. All you have to do is double tap on that. It doesn't install anything, but it will run this. And from what I understand, if it's anything like the 19 version, you can actually set up your own servers for this. But I haven't actually done it yet. So obviously it is in German, so obviously I can't even understand what the heck it's going on about. But it's got the little green thing there, so I'm guessing that is now ready to run. And obviously if I come in here, it does say online. You're very welcome there, guy. Now, obviously, one thing you can do is just change these things right here from an object silo, which is going to be most like your pallets, your bales, stuff like that, to a silo. So that could be your grain silo, a fuel silos, or anything like that. Even your goat milk pens and stuff, or your cow pens and that. You could actually just come through and select some. Actually, I'm going to do a quick test. I'm going to select this because this is going to be coming from my stock. This is what all this is here. This is everything that I currently have produced on this map. What have I got a lot of? There we go. So I've got Barrow Logistics right there. Let's take some sugar. We'll select that. We're going to say sell. And obviously I'm just going to do a test for 1,000 litres, which is 1 pallet. Hit the old enter. And obviously what this is going to do is it's going to show this is how much I've got available in the Barrow Logistics. obviously it's going to be $1,415 per litre, so that's how much I'm going to get per pallet. And obviously the more you put in there, the higher this is going to be. Once that's done, just click on sell. Oh, actually went through that time, holy heck. And there you go. That's actually now gone on to the global market server for selling or buying for you guys, basically. Um, so what I can actually then do, I wonder if they've got any, just out of curiosity, they've got, oh, some milk there. So to buy, all you have to do is select that. Obviously, we're going to be buying from global market. Now, what you can do is put it into a specific storage over here. And I'll get back to you in just a sec, Tech Mike. I'm looking for a liquid silo. Liquid storage, not, can't use that one. What do I have? Can I put it into like a pen? That would be kind of interesting. No name. But what you could technically do is put a tanker down if you wanted to. I'm trying to see if there's any liquid storages. Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it. One sec. Let me put down a quick. What do I have that does? Oh yeah, I remember now. Storage. This should do milk. Let me come into here a sec. Actually, I wonder. I'll come back to that one in just a minute. Now, what I should be able to do is come into here. Okay, that's interesting. So liquid storage. Let's have a look. Let me just answer you guys. So let's see. Yeah, I'm always far away from getting started on Amazon. Yeah. I need a trailer to pick up the pallets. Oh Lord. Obviously that the TLX Phoenix that I just posted there, Tech Mike, the edited version, that will actually pick up all of the pallets. Obviously, one thing to bear in mind, it is only an individual product per trailer. Let's try this again. So buy. Or there's a lot of in-game ones. There's ones on the in-game mod hub. Ooh, there we go. That probably it. It's 100,000 million liters. So let me just do a quick test. So we'll do 10,000 there. Enter. But yeah, if you've got the universal autoload scripts or the mod hub add-on universal script as well, there's several already set up to be auto-loadable. Oh, you're talking about animals and how does the Truffletopia work? Okay, I haven't even got to Truffletopia yet myself, but I'll cover that in just a sec. Hats off Neon, how you doing, bud? Billy in chat, have been using your modded Amazon for spread of manure, keeps throwing an error. Each row goes down or have got a mod conflict otherwise. Obviously I'm running on here on my save game. I haven't had any issues with it yet. So maybe try deleting it, download a fresh copy, try again there, Farmer Dad. It could be a mod conflict. How you doing, Jers? But yeah, let's see. So 10,000 and buy, and that should go into here. There we go. Cool. That is very, very cool. So yeah, that is really, really cool. So just out of curiosity, so let's come back into here. Obviously, do they have any bales of any kind? Because I'm kind of curious now. Got wood chips. Got water. Look at this, the cheeky sods. Somebody's been selling water. You can get it free on any map. Really? Oh my goodness. Let me see. So I'm going to buy one of these. One, two, three. Just out of curiosity. obviously that's saying, oh, okay, I think I see what it's saying. Maybe, no, I don't know. I could put it into there, maybe, I don't know. Unless, there's Barrow Logistics. Farm salad be, I have no idea. I'd really need to actually sit down and look at this properly, so yeah. Nails are a bulk product. They can go into a tipper trailer. Yes, they can. Yeah, nails can go into a tipper. But yeah, I do need to actually sit down and play with this a little bit more. But you got silos, objects. Oh, look at all that. Square build. That's what I was looking for. So let's see if I can buy one of these bales. How much was that? Da, 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 da. 1102. We'll buy that. And hopefully, where would that go? That's a good question. Obviously, one thing is I don't think you can actually see what's in these. But I'm guessing that's actually been added to one of my storages somewhere. So, yeah. But yeah, I would recommend if anybody is going to do it, you could obviously do it this way if you wanted to. It's a little bit of showing off type stuff. This one is pallets, yeah. I'll have to find it somewhere. But to be honest, yeah, if you've got a storage, you can put it straight direct into a storage, or yeah, you can actually get it, I suppose, delivered straight from here. So yeah, but yeah, I do really need to look at this a lot better. But it's nice that I actually sold a product. Now, just out of interest, obviously we were on a modded map. I'm going to attempt to see if I can sell some concrete. Now I've got 49 litres there. I'm going to hit, so obviously there's no price, so I'm not going to actually make any money on this. I thought as much. So at the minute, from the looks of this, it's only set up for base game in the DLC products. So on this particular map, it's not set up for these additional products. Because this is the issue I had before. It just keep going and going and going and going and going. That's interesting. Hey Farmer Marks, how you doing, bud? And Mr. Cope. Right, yeah, because I don't think this is going to actually do anything. I'm going to have to crash again. Sorry, my pal, apologies. But that's a little test I wanted to see, actually. So yeah, unfortunately we won't be able to sell bricks and stuff to all of us. So, but yeah, if you want to sell any base game products, you can do. Whether you want to sell some grains, eggs, anything like bread and stuff like that, maybe to a certain degree. We'll have to see if, because I know in 19 we could actually do like mining materials as well, which is a bit of a pain. But yeah, that is that. Let me just reactivate that. Oh, it is anyway, so it must have saved at some point. So yeah, but yeah, Tech Mike, for picking up nails, just you can use a tipper trailer. I did mention to Dave the other day with the steel factory is possibly adding in a direct fill trigger, kind of like how the the fert makers are at the minute. He said nope. But yeah, if you're transporting them by pallet form, they do get very laggy. Just ask Mr. Darius Frost, he knows all about that. And there is a shout out from Mr. Cope TV, who's last playing a little bit of Diablo 3. And right, let's see. Did I miss anything else? So obviously the loader, to be honest, should autoload anything as long as you've got the autoload script there. You're very, very welcome there, Cope. I've used several in-game trailers, the curtain side, it's base game, even some of the trailers that are reconfigurable to be flatbed for bales. They all worked fine for me. Obviously, one thing to bear in mind is, especially with like your nails, products, if you've got like this, say the greenhouses down, or the placeable orchards, not the trees, but the orchards, the old ones, you can actually fill them into a bulk tipper. Now, obviously, one thing you will probably need to do is lift them up to do it, or drive next to it. Actually, I'll probably do that in just a second and show you what I mean with obviously those. It's just taking a little bit of a while to reload. Let me grab a quick drink. But yeah, see. All right, Matthew. Catch you later. Obviously, if it's like if you've got any questions, guys, you are more than welcome to drop them in chat. Obviously, I will try and answer them as much as I can. But obviously, Dave, he knows pretty much the same amount as me, maybe even more. I'm still trying to get through to doing the desert. Obviously, one thing, actually, while he was streaming yesterday, I don't know how many of you guys were there. Obviously, I do currently have sort of a semi-long plan for the map, and a short term. So my current short term goal is to get the Copper by Design built. Obviously, at the minute it's just waiting on the shingle. My long term is by the end of my next in-game year, so that basically this time next year in-game, I want to be in the desert and starting to produce crude oil. Now, I know some of you guys are already up there doing it all. It's like, holy crap. Now, one thing to bear in mind with those, what you call them? The pump jacks, derricks, whatever you want to freaking call them, donkeys. They do fill from rain, okay? So the same way the spawners in the mine collect from the sun, the wind, the rain, and stuff like that, they will directly pull basically water from the rain and fill up that way and then convert that into the crude oil. So if you're having a really dry start of your year when you place it down, you're not going to produce as much crude oil as you would if you went through a really wet period. So yeah, bear that in mind. Obviously, last year for me, obviously we've got the seasonal events going off. So your chocolate bunnies, your surfboards, your coffins, and presents that spawn around the map in different areas. I didn't, like Dave, I never actually had any surfboards in summer because it was, I think it might have been quite a dry summer or winter previously, because it'll always pull the weather from 2 to 3 seasons prior. So yeah, there we go. Right, but that, yeah, so just bear that in mind. Oh look, I've got another present spawned out. Nice. But yeah, definitely well worth trying that out. If you have get any of these to actually work, like pecans or goat milk. I'm not sure if goat milk will, but it might do. But yeah, give it a try and see. But yeah, looking at that list. Ooh, shingles. Oh, I could cheat. Oh. I need shingles. I need shingles, guys. I might be buying some. I don't know. So if I sync up with the latest update, won't that corrupt my game? Nope. No. You should be perfectly fine there, Tech Mike. You should be perfectly fine. Obviously, all that's going to do is update the mods to the current versions that Dave's using. So, yeah, you should be perfectly fine. But regarding, obviously, you mentioned about low loaders and stuff. Now, one thing to bear in mind, some pallets have been giving people issues, like concrete one, where it's not loading one quite right, and it'll only load 19 instead of 20 onto a trailer. It could just be the size of the pallet, it could be the scripting itself, who knows. Obviously, I know I've gone through them, Dave's gone through them a lot, and we've got them as close to being side by side on the trailers. But yeah, you can literally use any of these trailers. Obviously, I've got Surfin's one right here. This is a very old version. I think it's like before he even started adding in the fat one should say, and the logging one, and the one where you can drive on. I just find that this is perfect for me. I don't need any fat versions or anything like that, so I've been using that. But obviously, where you are loading nails in particular, you can actually put them into a tipper. So if I think I've got a tipper over here somewhere. I'll just grab this and go for a little drive and do a little demonstration with the nails. But yeah, same with a lot of these products from the greenhouses. They're all set to bulk. But things like the tomatoes, lettuce, nope, you'll have to auto-load them. Here we go. There we go. And we'll just take a little drive over to the steel factory quickly. And you should be able to now. Also, this is one of the base game tippers. I haven't changed the fill type category on it. May have actually upped the capacity a little bit, but that's about it. Let's see if I can get some spawned before I get there. Steel. No, see, this is something I would never recommend anyone doing. Steel. I'm trying to keep an eye on him so he doesn't go into the water. I've done it once before. I was coming down here, I suddenly thought, oh, I need to grab that out quickly. Went into the menu, tried to spawn it, and when I came back out of the menu, I was in the water and I thought, oh, crap. Let's see. Oh, that is typical. I ain't got them. Now, do I have any? I might have some at Barrel Logistics, so let's go over there and have a little look and test it. But yeah, this should be able to go in to any tipper. If not, I'll just spawn one and then delete it. But I'm pretty sure I've got some nails somewhere around. But yeah, I really need to get into the steel factory and get that sorted out. But it's kind of nice being able to come down this road now and you're not getting blasted from the side from the brewery now. Oh, peaceful. But I'll get back to doing my forestry in a minute, I think. Is Dave considering a buildable houses? Nope. As far as I'm aware, he hasn't even thought about it, Mr. Culp. I think bridges and factories is more than enough. Obviously, I do know that Mr. Green Thumb Farmer has been working on another production for doing like the DLC products. But as well as that, he's also set up some buildable apartment blocks. So that's probably going to be the closest you're going to get there, Cope. And I know you've asked multiple times on that, and yeah, the answer is going to, I've pretty much guarantee it's going to be no every time. He's never ever at any point mentioned about doing a buildable house or sheds. Obviously, if you want a buildable shed, obviously Oxygen David, he does have his buildable pack, so it's not the same way, but it's similar. Now, what was that coming in? Nails, wasn't it? Hopefully I've got some. There we go. Nails, we'll just spawn out, say, 5. There we go. Now, one thing I want to check, because obviously that being a fillable pallet should register like a normal pallet to fill up, I would have thought. Maybe not, okay. Interesting. So yeah, what you're going to need to do, obviously a little bit of time, let me turn that on, it's just super strength, it's just literally lift that up into the trailer, each of them, and do it that way. Obviously it is going to take a little bit of a while to do this, so what you could do when you do have a load of actually, think about that. Should go into a silo as well. So, what you could do, once you do get, say, a trailer's worth, take it over to one of the boat silos. So that silo there, for example, you can take it over to there and basically turn it into a loose product that's not in a fillable pallet, and then transport it that way. Oh, you're good there, Cope. But yeah, there we go. But yeah, obviously once you've unloaded all of them into a tipper, for example, you can then transport your nails that way. But yeah, obviously the other way is obviously using the auto-load flatbed and transporting them all individually that way. But obviously you're going to have issues with frame rates. But yeah, I did mention to Dave, what was it the other day? I think it was Monday after the stream, about maybe adding in the fill trigger or something for these products. It would make life a little bit easier. There we go. Or maybe, actually, there's an idea. Kind of wondering if I could add in a fill trigger from Bauer Logistics just for those certain products that are bulk, so like the stuff from the orchards. And then the nails. Maybe something on the side here, just a little trigger that you can drive into and fill up. There's a possibility of doing it that way, but yeah. But if you're using an auto-load trailer, obviously you are going to unfortunately get a lot of lag. Now I can, while I think about it, put you on the main farm. There we go. I have no idea why you're going that way, because you're an idiot, ain't you? Yep, you are just a dumb AI. Right, put up a fence at the end of the road then. Yeah. Yep. There we go. Right, so let me go quickly unload that trailer. Oh, not you. I wanted that one. Then I can get him back down to, obviously, Heartland Bread and get that last product out of there. There we go. And Heartland Bread. There we go. Cool. Right then. While they're doing that, I want to come up here, and I might get some of this logs moved as well. Let's get rid of that. And there we go. Right, so I should be relaxing building apartments. Pack this week. Oh, right. Oh, releasing your build-up. Oh, that's cool. Yes, I was lurking in your stream the other day and kind of paying attention. Don't you worry. Did you figure out that fence issue that you were having where one piece wouldn't disappear? But yeah, it's kind of, if you haven't seen them, they're very similar to those large apartment blocks that were on Uncharted map around the outside. If you guys have played that map, Pompey's Edition. Obviously, they were set up for 19 Uncharted. But yeah, very cool. But I really like the looks of that factory that you're doing. There. See if I can get a few more in there. Oh, it's always the same. Yep, I've been there as well. I've definitely been there as well, that's for sure. Right. It's always the same. I know Brew Crew, he was having some buildable issues as well. And I think he's just pretty much given up for the minute. Alright, Sawmill. Now, what did I call it? Well, I'll put it on there. Now I'm just going to make sure that this is still working fine. And he's probably going to go up and around. Yeah, okay. Yep. And factories. I just thought I would be cool. Play through to take a map like No Man's Land and start it from scratch and literally build your farm. Yeah, I totally understand, Mr. Culp. Yep, and obviously, yeah. But yeah, obviously, Dave's not ever thought about it. And obviously, like I said, Green Thumb Farmers working on something very similar. And yeah, they will be obviously producing your labour. I think he's added in like the cats and dogs as well for your support and morale. So yeah, and depending on where I am at on the map, I'm doing the lowest the FPS gets around 17 to 18. Yeah. Actually, just out of curiosity, let's have a look. So I'm currently right here, and I'm getting. Ooh, I had 18, and I've dropped down to 14. Obviously, I've currently got what 3 auto drives running. But yeah, depending on where you are on the map, you are going to get better frame rates. But to be honest, what I would highly recommend, if you're that hard up on your frame rates being high, go onto another map. In my opinion, because you're not going to get great, superb frame rates on a big 16x map. Obviously, 4x, you may get 20 to 30 FPS. On a 16, you are lucky to get that as well. Obviously, Dave and I have tried our hardest to optimize it as much as possible. Obviously, I am going through the packs and making a tier pack to possibly help with that. Obviously, on here, I have added in a lot of trees. Now, I know that some people say to remove the trees, they cause frame rate issues. Wrong. They actually act as an occluder. So if I was to hit... Oh, wrong one. The F5 key... 2, 3, 4 times. Now, you see those sheds in the background where they've got that blue... It's highlighted blue. That is an occluder that's been added onto that. Now, a lot of the base game stuff has that already. So what that in essence does, if you stand right next to it... Oh crap, he's tipped over. If you stand next to it or any shed or building that has that on there, anything behind it is going to basically, in essence, vanish. Hang on, let me get him tipped back up. I had a feeling he might, but... Come on, come on. Oh, what in the heck? Are you drunk, mate? Are you? Stop turning the freaking wheel the wrong way or I'll throw you out the window. Come here. Let it go. Okay, I'm going to have to do it myself. Freaking numpty. One sec, guys. Technical issues. Let's get rid of that. I knew I should have driven myself. But yeah, trees actually act as an occluder on the maps, on all maps in FS22. So technically, the more trees you have, the less stuff that's actually rendering in. I know somebody who was streaming earlier said, "Oh yeah, I've got rid of all the trees on the map type thing," and yeah, he will eventually have a lot of friggin' issues. I might have to unload this completely. Unless I can get it to tip over. Come on. Click on something. Nope. I wonder, can I do it this way? Come on, come on. No, you're going the wrong stupid way. Come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on. I've tried using the F12 once before to flip and I lost the vehicle under the map, so I'm never using it again. Let me unattach that. Stupid friggin' things. This is one thing I wish Giants would actually sort out. The trailers so they don't tip over like this. There we go. Oh, my goodness, that was hard work. But yeah, obviously, depending on what you're running for a CPU and GPU on your system, Obviously, how many additional mods that is going to cause frame rate drops as well. Obviously, auto drive is known to cause drops as well. Course play, stuff like that. Obviously, a lot of script mods are the biggest issue for your frame rate drops on any map. There we go. I might have to come back for them. Ooh. I'm going to chance. I'm going to drive really slowly with these. But yeah, this is actually one of the trailers from the Platinum DLC that I'm using here. Hence why it's actually picking up those ones with the branches on. Okay, so that's now saying it's full. Okay, I'll have to come back for that. Not to worry. But yeah, if you are struggling with your frame rates, what I would do, if the game is running smoothly for you, and you're seeing very, very little lag in game, just get rid of that sodden F2, the frame showing, because I do know that people get hung up on their frame rates, and just enjoy the friggin' map, guys. There's so many people I've seen over the last few months saying, "Oh, I'm only getting this amount of frame rates, this amount of frame, whatever your system is, it's going to struggle." Just enjoy it, please, and stop whining like a baby. I'm really sorry. But yeah, it is really starting to bug the crap out of me. People are saying, "Oh, I'm only getting this much." To be honest, if I got 17 or 18 frames on like PV County, I would have been freaking ecstatic in 19. Whew, I was actually playing on an i3 laptop with it, and yeah, I was lucky to get even 12 to 13. But I still played it, and I still do occasionally. And obviously this map is so great, it's not bad. And obviously Dave has mentioned about possibly doing a smaller one, so we'll see what happens in the future. Oh, fiddlesticks, I was about to put that into over there, wouldn't I? Oh well, that's going to have to be the next load. But anyway, I'm going to carry on logging and stop whining like a baby. But yeah. But things, yeah, you do have to take into consideration auto drive. Whoa, there's a bump there. Auto drive, course play, even global market. Obviously, that is also permanently running in the background. Obviously, if I was to take that out, obviously I've got what 14, 15 frames at the minute because that's running. If I was to turn that off and get rid of it, I'd probably gain a couple of frame rates right there. If I got rid of auto drive, I'd gain maybe a few more there. So yeah, you've got to kind of think about what you've got mod-wise, scripts, especially scripts, running in your save game. So and kind of weigh things up and right. I want to play this, but I'm going to get lower frame rates, and yeah, I'm going to start messing about with it. But yeah. Anyway, that's enough. I just want to play. It's yeah, okay, that's enough. But yeah, hopefully you get my meanings and such. Hey, Shy Wizard, how are you doing? Oh crap, totally missed out. Log. Let's see. Let me just jump back. So, lies. Is that the central? Huh? Is that the Central A? I have no idea what you're... Oh, Central Farm. Yes, it is. Rusty Nails. I would have thought the amount of time you've been in the stream and Dave's, you know where everyone's located now. Yeah, this is the Central Farm. Obviously, this area here is where I think it's what, field 42? Obviously, in this corner would be like the silo, the side little bunkers, and that little wooden shed would have been up here. Obviously I've come through a lot, removed that field itself, and created an animal friendly area, should we say. But yeah, obviously, oh, yep, For me, it's not the FPS that is the issue. It's the GPU. Yeah, and obviously, if you've got a pretty crappy GPU, yeah, that is going to affect your frame rates and the performance as well. But yeah, obviously, thanks to a lot of you guys who donated to Mr. Shywiz, or actually during Dave's stream, Mr. Shywiz now has the money to be able to actually go and get him a decent processor. So big, huge thank you, and you should all say a big thank you to Shy Wizard, because if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't really have much of a map. Thanks to him, he's been able to figure out obviously the pump jacks, the fruits and stuff on here, and a lot of stuff on here throughout the years. Actually, he has helped out a lot, not only Dave but a lot of other modders as well, through Facebook and YouTube, no, well, YouTube should say, Discord and stuff like that. But yeah, he is definitely the master. There we go. And the nice thing, he's British as well, so even better. uh, but yeah, honestly, I very rarely have my frame rate showing. For me, you're seeing exactly how smooth the game is. Now, obviously, one thing I did do, like I mentioned, was it last week? I did go through and change some of the settings so that things like decals do look a lot sharper, and it's just changing it from obviously the crap, what's it called? Is it DND? Let me just show something. So my games, Farm 22 into games. Yeah, so this right here, the rendering, you can actually change it to go back down to D3D 11 if you wanted to. Obviously, it should show as 12, but obviously, as a streamer, I would rather show something that's clear and precise than sort of blurry and stuff. It's actually over the last few months, my game has started getting that way when looking at rocks, even just decals and stuff. They're really blurry. And to show you guys these mods and stuff, I need something a little bit better. So yeah, this is why I thought I'd change that particular part. Obviously, one thing you'd need to do is change that to, obviously, if you want to try it yourself, you're more than welcome to. Just change it to 11 instead of 12. So this is in your documents, my games, Farming Simulator 2022. So it's literally where your save games are. And then go into your game XML, load that up. Obviously, make sure the game's not running. Change this to D3D underscore 11 rather than 12. Save it. And what you also want to do while you're in here, go into your shader caches, delete whatever's in there, and then go into your gym caches and delete all that. Obviously, I did this last week, and this is what I've gained already. And then just load up as normal. Okay. One thing you will need to do is do a flyover in your save game when you load up, because it is going to become very, very laggy to start off with. But once those textures start actually rendering properly, like looking at the decals on the back of this tree harvester, they're very, very clear, and a lot of the flickering and stuff that you get actually disappears, which is quite nice. Now, I will say one thing, I do, when in cab, occasionally get some of these monitors flickering, but not as much as they were previously. Same with like the rocks in the mine. Before, obviously these were all really blurry, but you can actually see now all the little bits of moss on them and the lichen and stuff like that is come through. Okay, it's still not that sharp, but it's a lot better than what it was. And I would rather, as a streamer, have that and maybe lose a few frame rates than having blurry textures and stuff. So yeah, but obviously Dave, he's actually currently running it with the 12 version, and yeah, you can see just how much effect it is on his. And also he's got a similar system to me. So yeah. And Samsony, Raiding with a party of 3, welcome in. And hopefully you had a great stream there, sir. Samson. There we go. We'll give you a shout out. Obviously, you guys are not following Samsony. Hopefully that's how you pronounce it, Sam. Yeah. Yeah, hopefully you had a great stream, bud. And welcome back in. So let me just jump back a sec. Did you read the Discord about changing it? Yeah. There's personally I'd rather have the clearer graphics than the performance stuff in my opinion. But yeah. To change it when you mentioned it last time and it made things worse for you. Interesting. Yeah, not sure why it'd be worse. So yeah. But yeah, for me personally, it does seem a lot clearer, and it's kind of what I would want. If I had a better processor, maybe I could up my frame rates. Actually, in here, I'm mostly 17, 18, 19, just for the. Obviously, I am streaming as well and got other programs running, so that is going to affect it. But yeah. But obviously, when I'm not streaming, I do get sort of 32, 33 around the map. So it does also depend on where you are on the map as well, so bear that in mind. Oh, I got a 20 there. But yeah, all of these trees are actually hiding everything on the map. The only thing that will probably render in is the mountains in the far, far distance, but it's literally nothing, so that should be a lot higher actually around here. Go figure. I have no idea. But yeah, in my opinion, that should be done away with, and I'm hoping that Giants do work on at least a new engine for the next game. Otherwise, I've got a feeling that a lot of people are going to say, yep, we're not interested anymore and go elsewhere. But yeah, I need to remember this lot is going into T. Miller's woodworks, so yeah. There we go. But honestly, what's really interesting is, I only ever mentioned about the frame rates during the streams. I never even look at them when I'm not. Maybe once or twice. There we go. Okay, so what? Production revamp has version 1414 now. Okay, I wasn't aware that there was any updates even coming. Let's have a little look at that actually, quickly. I'm guessing that's on the in-game mod hub. Just come out today. Mods. Let's have a look. What else is up here? But mind you, saying that, I haven't seen any updates for the revamp mod. Obviously, the one that you want is this right here. Yeah, version 141. Yeah, so that is not the. That hasn't been updated today. Phew. Sorry, I misread that. But yeah, that is the version that you should be running. 1414 there. Cool. Okay. Misread it. That's all. 1420 on their Discord. Oh, okay. Maybe there is an update coming for that then. I have no idea. I haven't really popped into their Discord in a few days. So, yeah. Yeah, the production revamp mod is only accessible through the in-game mod hub there, Vortex. I know initially it was, but obviously to give Braven and the credit, obviously Dave took it out and obviously we just point everyone to the in-game mod hub to get it from there. So, yipes. Hey T Miller, how you doing, bud? Right, so let's see, just catching back up, catching back up. Right, so yeah, it was. How is it? Yep. So yeah, today we're just doing a little bit of logging, doing a bit of testing with the global market, and trying out some silos to make sure that they're working on the map. So yeah, not the only thing that was customized is the enhanced animal mod, and I'm trying to think. Was it precision farming was originally, but I think it's actually now done within the map. So yeah, definitely the enhanced animal is edited. I have to double check with Dave actually without the precision farming. I've got a feeling it's now actually done through the map rather than the mod itself. And I think it was set up for Wolf Creek that way as well, so yeah. But yeah, how is Mr. D Miller doing? Oh, doing good, I guess. Oh, are you still struggling getting adjusted and that to the American way? If you like, you're more than welcome to come over to the UK and I'll come over to Texas. We're having absolutely wonderful weather at the minute over here. It's all rain and wind. There we go. But yeah, if you guys are not following Mr. T Miller, he is taking some time off at the minute, trying to sort of re-acclimatise to being in the US. But yeah, make sure you click on it, his link, and give him a follow. And do catch him when he does go live again. 70s and 80s there. Oh. Mm. Yeah, that's a little bit warm for me. Oh, yeah, I really do not do well in hot weather. It's like I've mentioned, I think it was once before. I actually went over to America. Um, oh heck, a few years ago, and obviously that was in October, and that wasn't too bad. I went to Florida, and it was quite mild. And yeah, a kung fu Barbie. Thank you very much for that follow. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well today. Uh, but yeah, that wasn't too bad of a weather. But yeah, I was suffering a little bit. Me and heat just don't mix, that's for sure. Right, let's see how we get on this time. Actually, what I could do... Oh, let me bring this up. Let me drop that right down to, say, 10. Now, the only problem is I wanted something over here. Maybe not. I'll do that another time because I need to still set up a point for that. What I'm going to do is take a quick break just to grab a fresh drink and stretch my legs. And I will be back in just a couple of minutes, guys. Okay, maybe even jump in Discord and who knows, might get joined by Mr. Dave or Darius. But yeah, be back in a few minutes, guys. Alright, I am back, and yeah, I think I would prefer some hot weather at the minute, Bodine, rather than what we're currently getting in the UK. And how you doing there, Mr. Viking Streaming? If you guys are not following Green Thumb Farmer, make sure to click on his link, give him a follow. Obviously he did do the bridges and a few other things on the map here. So yeah, and obviously there's one for Mr. Viking as well. Ooh, helps if I'm on the right screen as well. There we go, that's better. Yeah, click on Viking and yeah, check him out when he next goes live. Righty then, I was going to jump into Discord as well when I saw. So if I go into streamer 0, I'm not going to change any of the status. I know NBC likes putting like the corn hob up there, but yeah, you're very welcome. Right, so I'm just going to try and drive this back slowly. Yeah, I think what you have to do is try not to get it over those bits on the side. It seems to be a lot more stable. Actually, I wonder, I could do this. We'll keep you to about there. We'll keep an eye on that. Put it to about 20. See how he gets on. But yeah, this is also another way of doing it as well as obviously transporting your logs. You could load up into one of these. Also, you can use a container as well for both of the sawmills. Well, actually, yeah, the two sawmills. So the Elm Creek sawmill will accept containers of logs, and also the main one in the built into the map will accept containers as well. Obviously, where the wood chip spawn area is, there's a little trigger next to that. That's where you want to take your containers to offload into the sawmill, guys. But yeah, obviously if you're just starting out, one thing as well, obviously if you want to get into doing bridges, I know there's been a few people asking about, oh, what's the easiest way, what's the quickest way of getting to the bridges? To be honest, there's no real quick way about it, I suppose is the best way to put it. Obviously one option is putting down maybe a couple of smelters and getting some iron ore into it. That will obviously produce your nails straight away, but you will need to get a coal mine purchased, so bear that in mind. Now on here in the mine you have a ore mine right there. Right next to that there is the coal mine as well, so you'd need to at least purchase one or both of them. Obviously in my opinion I would purchase both, but if you were a bit short on cash, I would maybe look at purchasing the coal mine. And actually in the productions, and I totally forgot it was even in here, part of the Platinum DLC productions, so I've come into here, there is the little placeable ore mine as well, this thing, mine shaft. You could put that down, obviously, let's see, 250 for that, against, let's see, how much is this ore mine? 116. I know which one I would get. Personally, just starting out, I would go for the mine. It's cheaper in the long run. So you got that's 139. So you got 200, well, 240, 340, 356, 357 for the two, and put both of those products into a smelter, and then that'll actually produce not only your nails but it'll also do your metal for your bridges. So get a couple of them up and running. That's a good start. At that point then you're going to need a sawmill. Obviously in the PV productions, hey Mr. Mouse, how you doing? Also, yeah, the multi-mine area is very expensive, but if you've got the money, go for it. Under the tier 2 stuff, there is the Elm Creek Sawmill, which is a placeable. I just went past it right there. Obviously, this is actually roughly where we're going. And as you can see, you do have multiple spawn areas just in front of the building there. Each trigger will spawn a different thing. On the side, just to remind you guys, if you are using this, resin can actually be picked up in a tanker direct from it now. on the side door there. Then that little bit at the front, obviously you can unload your logs into it that way, or you can actually drive over with a container and it'll load straight into the sawmill as well. Then obviously on the side there you do have your wood chip pickup. Obviously with that one, all you have to do is get a tipper and drive over the trigger and fill up. Obviously with the one that's built into the map, you need to get a loading bucket, or wheel loader and a bucket, should say, excuse me, or a telehandler with a bucket, and actually physically pick it up that way. So yeah, I'd get one of them down, and obviously get that producing the other products you need for obviously the bridges to get built. There we go. That's not doing too bad. I might see if I can go up that a little bit more to 30 maybe. See how that's going. The quickest, and obviously, yeah, the really quickest way is the bridges built start anyway. So yeah, Vikings off for coffee. Okay, no worries, buddy. I can't remember. Is it exclamation mark MOUS? It is still there. And also, if you guys are not following or subscribed to Mr. Mouse on YouTube, obviously remember he is a member of the SGA and the only current member who actually streams on YouTube. He doesn't stream on Twitch, but he streams on YouTube. So make sure to click on that link to his channel and give him a subscribe. I think it is over there, isn't it? If I remember right. It's not a follow, it's a subscribe. And it doesn't cost you anything. He does some great content on a lot of different maps as well. He does this map and he does several others, as well as other games as well he plays and shows off. So definitely well worth checking out. And he was the one who got me into playing PV County originally. And obviously it's his fault I'm here now doing this, helping Dave out with the modding side of things. So yeah, it's all his fault. But yeah, definitely well worth checking him out. And actually say hello when he does go live. I believe he's probably going to be going live again on the weekend. Actually 30 is not too bad actually there. So let's turn you off because I'm where I need to be. Obviously I'm going over to that place right there. Now obviously this is T. Miller's Little Woodworks factory. And hopefully I can get some shingle that way going as well. Obviously one thing I did consider is also... Ooh, cripes. The Dell factory next. There we go, get that into there. And obviously that needs 50,000 litres of shingle as well. Actually, while I'm here, let me say welcome back, Mr. Viking. There we go. So let me deactivate some of these first of all. Actually, I'll keep the long planks going because they're always useful. Actually, I'll keep the cartons. That's fine. I'll keep the shingles going. I'll keep the paper going. Okay, that's full. That's full. That's full. Shingle, you need to be spawning because that is the main thing I am after right now. Everything else can be stored. Okay. But yeah. Obviously, this is actually on T. Miller's Trello. Just go over to the SGA Trello. There is a link there for that. Right. So what did I need? What did I need? Shingle, wasn't it? I need 50,000 to get that up and running. I've got 34 there, so I need 16 more. Now I do know I've got a second one placed down by the sawmill. Shingle 16, 17, 18. No, hang on, 16. What did I say? 34. What did it say? 35, 36, 37, 38, 40, 41. So I only need 9 more pallets. So what I could do, as it's actually running, I've got some shingle right there. Now I'm going to try something. I'm going to buy that. I want it to go into... Let's do... We'll do 10 pallets. 1, 2, 3. That. That's why I'm trying to set... I want that. Buy from global market. Let me just make sure I've got it set to Power Logistics, because I think that'd be the best place to put it. Power Logistics, select that. Let's try that again. 10 pallets, 1, 2, 3. Enter. There we go. So we get the price now. So it's going to cost me 46,000. We'll buy that. Transaction complete. So if I go over to Power Logistics now, I should have 10 in there. So yay. So let me grab you. Gonna be a little bit of a drive quickly. See if that actually worked or not. I'm not sure. Hey Mama Do, how you doing? Where did you guy them from? Get what from? Buy where did I buy them from? That was the global market, T Miller. And there you go. If you guys are not follow Mama Do 53, make sure to click on that link. Give her a follow. She is an amazing streamer. Is it from other layers? Oh, other players. Yeah. So basically, what you do, T Miller, is you, Mr. Mouse, or anybody else that's got the global market mod running. What you can do is sell certain products. From what I can see so far, it's only the base game products plus any DLC products. Obviously, I did try and sell. Oh, what was I was trying to sell earlier? Some concrete, and it just wouldn't go through. But from the looks of it, whatever's in this list, bulk-wise, obviously this is like your crops, TMR, tree saplings. Obviously, depending on what's available, you can actually buy as much or as little as you want, and you can actually have it going into a specific storage, or if you really wanted to, there is a placeable mod pack on the in-game mod hub that you can have it delivered direct to. So for instance, when I was doing a little test earlier, I actually purchased some milk through the global market mod and had it basically delivered direct to the placeable, which I've actually currently got placed down at the bottom of the mine there. And you can just take a tipper up, you can buy bales through it, pallets, you name it. Anything that's base game or a DLC currently seems to work. But yeah, can't get anything else on the map to work, but yeah, with it yet. So maybe not quite working, but yeah, if you need like shingle and a heartbeat, that is definitely a good one. Oh, and that is definitely so much better with that racket not pumping away in there. But yeah, you can make some money if you've got like say a load of silage bales that you want to sell off. Let's have a little look actually quickly. So say for instance, I think I've got some silage bales in storage. Let's see if I can find them. Alright, so here we go. So I've got a storage full with 1 million litres or 1342,000 litres bales here. So if I want to sell this to make some money, just select the product, go to sell to the market. Let me just do say 10,000. Well, one bale would be 20,000 in it. So on mine, 1, 2, 3. So 20,000. Put it in there. Hit the old enter, the return key, and obviously it's going to give you the overall amount of what you'll get paid by selling it. Obviously it will tell you. So right up here we have, for every 1,000 litres it's going to be $410 per 1,000 litres. So yeah, overall it's going to be that, and then all you have to do is literally click sell, give it a minute, and I've just sold some, and as you can see in the top right there, I've now made $8,000, $8,200 just from selling a few bales. And obviously what then you guys could do, so if say for instance T Miller needed some silage bales, he could go into the market and purchase it and then have it put into a storage on his farm. It's the same way as it was in, or similar way as it was in 19, so it's kind of cool. And that is to buy from someone else and selling. Yeah. So obviously you could sell and you could buy, and obviously, yep, I could buy from you. I could buy from T Miller if you. It's a really nice mod. I haven't really messed around with it too much though. Now, obviously, I had no shingle in here, so this should show, what was it, 10 pallets of shingle. Let me see. Shingle 10,000. There it is. Yes. Good. So there we go. But yeah, I believe it also takes it straight from your productions as well. So if you've got, I don't know, 20 pallets of shingle, for example, in your um, shingle factory, you could actually get it sold straight from there. So, yay, cool. There we go, there we go, there we go. But yeah, it is a good way of making a little bit of extra money. I think some of the numbers still need a bit of tweaking. But yeah, it is not bad really. And it would be nice if there was the added option, in my opinion, for other products to be added into it so you could buy worldwide, as it were. So yeah. So anyone in the FS world can, yep, anyone playing FS22 can buy and sell through at T Miller. Yes, it was exactly the same as it was in 19. But yeah, they just can't quite do any additional modded products. But yeah, if I say I had 100,000 litres of metal, for example, and T Miller needed it for a bridge, I could sell it through the market and he could buy it from me. And then obviously I would then, when that product was bought by T Miller, it'd be reimbursed to me. So yeah, it's kind of nice. I like it. Yeah, I know in 19, obviously I ran it on PV County and I was able to sell a lot of my products and make money that way, including like the mining materials and stuff. So maybe it's something that is still to come in a future update, but obviously the beta version was released a few months ago on Caster's Discord. Obviously it's now been officially released on the in-game mod hub, so if you do want to try it out and see how you get on, yeah, go on to the mod hub, grab obviously the global market mod itself. There is obviously that external script that you would need to get. I think you have to get it still through his Discord though. But if you need it, I can give you it as well. I've got the one that I've got on my Google Drive at the minute. And just to show you again, let me come over to the mod hub a sec. Caster. Oops, Castor. So obviously you got your where is it? I know it's here somewhere. Maybe it's under a different name, but yeah, this here, this warehouse pack by Castor, you can use this as well. This is actually kind of like a buy and sell point for if you want to play a little bit more realistically. Obviously, it has a bill, buy and sell point. It's got a pallet version. Oh, you can actually go inside that. I'll have to look at that in a minute. A pallet version where you can buy and sell that way. This silo here is for your liquids to be bought and sold. And obviously at the back as well here, there is obviously loose bulk products that can be put in. Let me grab that a sec. Copy. For some reason, why is that not coming up? This is kind of an interesting mod. BGA. I'm sure it was under Castor it came under, but let's see. Global market. There we go. Oh, DS. Okay, somebody else did it. So, but it was in partnership. But yeah, there it is, right there. The global market, exactly the same as what I've been using. Just out of interest, does this need the external script? Download this code. Yeah, so here you go. So the optional exe file can be downloaded on Discord from the mod creator DS agree Agree a service. Agree a service. Yeah. But it doesn't have a link, so interesting. But yeah, if you need it, let me know because I do have it. Prices are calculated dynamically based on the fill level. If there is a lot of goods, the price is low. On the other hand, if nothing is available, the price is high. So let me see something a sec. In that, so the external script allows you to connect to the other players who have the global market. And it'll look something like this. So what you have to do is download it, unzip the folder, and in it you'll have these three right here. And all you have to do is just double click on this FS22 Global Market extension. Obviously once that is linked up and you've got the little red dot there, you can come into game and you can see at the top here it says online. Obviously if I was to close that down, that'll actually show. So let me turn that off. It automatically goes offline. So you can't actually physically buy or sell anything. You can still, I suppose, maybe use it as a buy and sell point if you wanted to. But if you just sort of even just run it once a week or whatever, just to update it, you can do. But yeah, just click on that, double that, and obviously this is going to keep running in the background. So like if say for instance right now T Miller had this up and running, obviously this should kick in just a sec. There you go. Yeah, so say he sold some straw, within a few minutes it would show as long as this was online. So it's kind of cool. But yeah, I was going to have a look at something because obviously right here we have things like sorghum and grapes, olives, sunflowers. Price wise, oh, soybean, that's a really good one. So $2,800 per litre. If you were selling, that's what you'd get as a return. Cotton, for example, $4,507 per litre. So that is not bad. That's a good way of making money as well. That is freaking good. And obviously you can change it. So if you've got pallet storage, you could just select and go that way. But yeah, I know Mr. Wheels, he's been using this as well. He's actually got 2 save games. He's selling on one, buying on the other just to get the stuff in. It's kind of cheating, but it is a way of doing it. So, oh, look at that. I've got 500 pallets of lettuce right there. Really? Or is that what somebody's selling? I don't know. Yeah, so it is definitely well worth checking out. But what I'll do, obviously, global market right there. Put that in there. So that's for the global market. And just to save you guys a bit of time, there is a link for the warehouse pack as well. I do have this placed down as well on my save game, and yeah, it seems to work. It does what it does, but actually, what? Just curious. There. Now, obviously, I did purchase that milk, which is in there. Is it in there or not? Oh, I must be before I crashed the game. Okay. But yeah, you can get milk delivered straight into this. I think it comes under a bulk warehouse. But obviously in that picture, this... Oh, it does. Ugh. I wonder. Oh, that is cool. It goes to show, I've had this installed for... Well, since it came out. And placed down probably the day after. And I've never actually been in here. That's cool. So we've got an unloading area there. So I'm guessing... You can't open that door? No, okay. So I'm guessing that's where you put your pallets to be sold. Or stored. And that's where you then pick them up from. Okay. And obviously this is the pallet storage version. Obviously around the back here I do have the bulk area. For unloading and loading. Cool. I did put that down to test, but oh well. This is for your obviously bales. You've got 1,000 storage bale there. Obviously pick up in, oh yeah, pick up there, drop off there, and then obviously that is going to be for your liquids. Cool. Very, very cool. But yeah, that is literally it. You could have it all in one like how I have, or you could spread it around if you wanted to. Make a nice little logistics type of area if you wanted to. Yeah, to make it very realistic there, Amethyst. How you doing, buddy? But yeah, anyway, right, I keep getting sidetracked. It is not the best days for me getting sidetracked, is it? Right, so let's come down here. But yeah, as you can see, it does work. I did actually purchase 10 shingles there. Previously, I bought, what's it, 10,000 litres of milk before I crashed the game. But yeah, it does work, and you can have it delivered to any storage. I don't think it can go into a production, but definitely if you have a storage set up, what you could do is put down, like say for instance, one of T Miller's storages, name it buying and selling, for example, storage, and from there then sell it to the market. It's a idea, but yeah, I'm definitely going to be checking it out a little bit more and seeing if I can eventually get maybe one of the mining products put into it and sold, like a coal. Obviously, the iron ore, that will definitely go into it because obviously that is part of the platinum DLC. So yeah, may even have to do a little bit of. The worst thing is I can't understand their language, the German or whatever it is. It's hard to understand, so I don't know if they would be able to translate if I did comment on something. See if they could do this other products, but yeah. But there we go. Right, so here we go. So sorry there, Kung Fu Barbie. I do apologise. Yeah, obviously there's not been any announcements about any other farm sim games coming yet, but with the way the numbering system is, I'd probably say maybe 25, like T Miller mentioned there, would be probably the more likely option of a number. If they do another one, they may end up just carry on with this version and constantly updating it. See, that's an idea as well. I need 50,000. There we go. Perfect. Yay, I have enough. Oh heck, look at that, I got some presents over there as well. But yeah, so if you're using containers for the sawmill, like I mentioned, you can obviously unload logs as normal into the pond over there. But if you've got containers, you come into this trigger right here to unload them. There is also one on the water side as well, so bear that in mind. So yeah, should I just buy FS22 then? I would. I definitely would, in my opinion. So yeah. You're feeling like crap, but thanks for asking. Oh, sorry to hear that, Neon. But yeah, I would definitely recommend, if you like farming, to try FS22. If you're used to Dajnet type maps, I would definitely recommend Wolf Creek or this one. But obviously the SGA members, there is a few who have actually done maps of their own, which are all like 4x map. Obviously this is the only 16x map at the minute. But yeah, I would recommend any of them. You can get them with the mod follow switcher, which can be downloaded from the Trello, and obviously through Dajnet mods Trello. But yeah, there's a whole load of improvements. Obviously, if you're on like a base, well, any map really, if it's set up correctly, you can get pretty good frame rates. Things like trees, buildings act as an occluder, which means anything the other side of them doesn't render in straight away, so it's a better on your system. Obviously, I think And I know there's been a lot of talk about it in different streams. Obviously, yeah, I think with the next one, Giants do really need to um, do something with their engine to make it maybe use even more cores. Now, I think it was Tech Mike earlier, and I totally forgot all about it. Pigtropia. Um, if anybody is interested in what this is all about, so Pigtropia is basically a truffle, or a truffletopia, I should say. It's a pig forest. So what you need to do is basically raise your pigs up to around about 3 years old in age, and if possible 100% health. Once you've got that, bring them over here. You can actually unload them, I believe. Actually, I don't even own this, so I'm not even 100% sure where. But you can actually unload them into the forest. And what they're going to do is scuffle around like piggies do. You don't have to worry about adding any feed into them. They will last quite a while. But while they're going around, they're going to actually find truffles, okay? Yes, those funny little mushrooms that are on the sign. They will find it. And actually output pallets of truffles for you to sell or use if it's in a production. I don't think it's actually in a production yet. Obviously, I think they can spend a few years in the forest. At that point, you will need to obviously pull them out, either sell them or get some new ones into there. So yeah, that's literally all you have to do with it. You don't have to worry about them once they're in there. Just make sure to clear those pallets, and also when their time's up, get them out there and get some new ones in there. Obviously, I've only just got pigs up and running, so it's going to be at least 3 in-game years before I even get there. Obviously, I've still got to grow them up first of all, so that's going to take at least a year. So I'm looking at about 4 in-game years before I can even get there. So yeah, personally, I like the pigs that hunt haggis. Oh, bless you, Mr. Mouse. Okay, so I did miss something. What was that? I missed those colourful tankers. Where can I get ones? You can the shell sticks. Oh right, yeah, they're actually being converted from 19. They should be actually part of the mod pack. If they're not, I can send them out to you. You mean these ones right here? Decal. Obviously, you got your shell, Dajnet mods, fire, water, 3M on that should be part of the mod pack, I believe. If not, I can put it up on my Trello for you guys. Obviously, one thing I did do, I did a little update. I don't know if Dave ever put it out, but obviously, BDB SSB came up with a new way of doing the material effect. They're not okay. He must have removed it then from the download. Might have to mention to that because it should be part of the pack. But yeah, what I did do, because obviously Mr. Culp, bless his cotton sock, Culp TV started converting it, but then kind of got stuck with a few warnings and errors. So I kind of took it over and got it finished off for him. But obviously I've then gone in and actually edited it even further thanks to Mr. BDB SSB with the new way the materials can be done. So say for instance I wanted a purple trailer. Obviously normally it looks something like that. Now obviously previously the way it was set up, you'd have a huge long list with the different material types in there. So like your chrome versions, you had your matte versions, your painted steel versions, blah blah blah, and all that, plastic versions. It can be changed a little bit now. So the way it's now set up is you can actually select through it and change it in the menu right here. So there's the chrome version. It's not very clear, but you can see it's very, very shiny. Chrome green. You get a steel version. There's a plastic version. I'm not quite sure about that on some things, but it's not too bad. Metallic, and back to the painted steel. So yeah. Now obviously that is what that would normally look like. Obviously you can't have the two going at the same time, unfortunately, but it is something he is trying to figure out on how to be able to do a second configuration for, like your rims, for example. But yeah, obviously base game you can only have one version, so yeah. So you could technically set that up. So painted steel. Oh, that's one slightly different. Wrong one. Let's try that one. Is it? Nope. That one. Maybe. No. Which one was it? Metallic. That's painted steel. Olive. Okay. So do I have an olive in here? It might be. I don't think I added the olive version. Oh, that's not good. But anyway, you get the idea. But yeah, it makes life a lot easier in that way. So obviously, if it's not part of the pack, what I'll do is I'll mention it to Dave and see if it can be added to the next update. But I'll also upload this version to my Google Drive right now and then post it for anybody interested. And obviously, this is set up to bulk, just so you are aware. And while I'm doing this, you can actually look while I start scrolling across. Actually, I think that's all it can take. All the different liquids on this map. But yeah, a big thanks to obviously Mr. Cope there for that. Let me put that into there. Let me get rid of those a sec. Move to bin. Upload file. Desktop. Canyon Crossing. Liquid trailer. If I can find it. Too many L's. L's, L's. There we go. Liquid, liquid, liquid. I'm losing it again. There, liquid. Liquid trailer. That's the one I want. Sorry. Yeah, give that a second. That I'll post that for you guys. But yeah, you can use that or any trailer, to be honest. Obviously, on my Trello there is my version. It doesn't have the decals or anything on that, but you're more than welcome to use that if you want to. It's just the current base game one. It's set up the same way. Actually, let's try a pink, so you get a nice pink chrome version there. There's a steel. Actually, they actually look a little bit better on that, to be honest. Obviously, I did change some of the capacities. I think I did it on the other one as well. It can go right up to 90,000, so it's not too bad. And obviously, I do have my little decals on the back to say it's mine. But yeah, you got your rim and obviously the main colour there. Kind of nice, I like it. But yeah, that's on my Trello if you wanted it. And there we go. So share. Oh, anyone with the link? Yeah, that's fine. Copy you. Done. So if anybody does want that PV one, there is the link for it from my Google. But yeah, I'll mention it to Dave and get that added over to him. And hopefully get added back in for the next update. So must be a UK joke. Yeah, so do you know what? Actually, out of curiosity, Team Miller, I'm not sure if you'd even know what a haggis is. Obviously, it's a national dish of Scotland. It's basically like meat and barley shoved into a sheep's stomach. It's quite nice for some people. Some places deep fry it with a bit of batter. It's quite nice actually. So yeah, definitely well worth. If you ever get a chance to try it, I would recommend it. And Tree Farmer Guy, thank you very much. Oh, yeah. I kind of want something a little bit different for my chicken barn, and obviously I was bouncing around different FS19 maps and that, and yeah, seen a few things I liked and thought, okay, that would do. Put it all together, so. Nido's not happy with the tanker I have. Yeah. So yeah, there's the link now there for your Vortex and anybody else who wants that. I'm thinking Dole might be a nice one as another factory. But this time I'm really going to try and focus on getting Dell next. I've actually purchased Dell because it's on sale at the minute. Obviously, as well, guys, oh heck, Board and Dairy, just a reminder. If you haven't got it bought yet, do it before the next update because Dave is going to be upping the price on that. So get it while it's on sale now. How you doing, Don B? Is the sheep still alive when it... No, it's dead. Oh, I don't know. It's basically the sheep's stomach lining that they use. But yeah, definitely recommend for any of you guys actually overseas. If you can find it in the shops, give it a try. There we go. And hopefully that should now start building. So that's copper by design. Building. Actually, I wonder if I can just pump that on a little bit and get a first little bit going. Let's see. Let's see. Will it? Won't it? I have no idea where it starts building from, so it could be anywhere. I want to see it start building. Let's up that bit. I don't want to take time on too far because obviously I've still got to clear out Heartlands. There we go. There's the first bits. There we go. That's cool. Oh, don't go too high. No, I don't want the snow. I don't want the snow. There it is, guys. It started to build. Yay. Obviously, if I didn't go too high, that would have all popped in like that. But yeah. Cool. Okay, I'm just going to leave that going. Nice. So copper by design is now building. Actually, while I'm here, I might as well get some of this lot picked up. If it'll pick it up, come on. Do I have to give you a tickle? There we go. Right. Let's see if we can get some of these in. There we go, there we go. Look at that. Beautiful. Right.
Thanks for the raid.
And holy craps. Grits Fan 101. Thank you very much for the raid there, buddy. How you doing, bud? You're half Scottish and should try. Yeah, Donby, you should. But yeah, if you guys are not following Mr. Grits Fan, I didn't even realise you were streaming there, buddy. Yeah, go over, give him a follow. Mind you, that was quite a short stream because you were actually in here a little while ago. But yeah, hopefully you had a good stream there, buddy. And obviously welcoming everybody else around. The Discord for the Global Market mod is called Dush. Good question. Let's see if I can find it. Discord. I'll see if I can actually post a link to it for you. Yeah, DSA. Let's see if I can I invite people? I might be able to. Link expires in 7 days, that'll be fine, so copy that. You did? Good, glad to hear it. So, yeah, there you go. That's the Discord link for the global market, guys. If you're interested in giving it a try. Let's see. Is there any updates while I'm here? That's what I found when I googled it. Ah, okay. Yeah. Let's see. Where the heck is the global market thing gone? There. Right, so let me go over to desktop so you can actually see what I'm doing. So obviously I've just pulled up their Discord. This is them right here. DSA community modding support. Go down to the global market there. And if I remember rightly, scroll down somewhere. There's a bit that has all the different links here. Here you go, FS22 Global Market EXE. Is it that one? Nope. This is going to be a lot further down. Where the heck did they put it? Maybe. See, this is what big problem. I can't understand what they're saying. But there should be somewhere in here. Guidelines. Is it that one? Oh, there you go. It's right at the freaking top. Duh. Click on that, and then you do have that Global Market EXE that you can download direct from them. Obviously, that's version 1.0 right there. Yeah. obviously download it into your mod folder, into your download folder. Obviously, what I've done, I've put it on my desktop, unzipped it, and then I just run the script from there. But hopefully that helps you guys out. But yeah, give it a try if you're interested, and let me know how you get on with it. There we go. Yeah, I keep missing people. It's not good. It's not good. Let's see. Let's go back. So those not happy with the time. Okay, yeah. I have the. You have the Fent harvester. It's like to. It likes to skip. One thing to bear in mind, and obviously this is for anybody, not just obviously Tech Mike. With some of the terrain on this map, Dave has mentioned that you do need a flexible header on your harvesters. So if you're finding that it's missing bits here and there, it's due to the terrain. It's kind of how he wanted it set up, so it would miss stuff deliberately. So, because obviously that would happen in real life. They'd go around the field, they'd miss bits here or there. But yeah, I think it's on the in-game mod hub. There is I think it's a John Deere header that is very flexible. Obviously, I'm using the Fent ones and stuff at the minute, and haven't had any or very many issues. So just play around, see if you can find a header that's decent for you. Right, so still trying to find the light switch. Yeah. Bought it and placed it local. But yeah. Let's see. Haggis is a savoury pudding containing sheep's plucked heart, lungs, mince. Yep, there you go. So what I just put there a little while ago, that is exactly what is in the haggis. Definitely recommend it, guys. So there you go. Righty. This is a good one. What's that then? Oh, the header, yeah. The 13-meter one seems to work okay. It's an 80-meter one that causes the problem. Okay. Yeah, I know. I think it was Darius. Was it Darius? Got the big flexi one off the in-game mod hub. I think you've got it as well, Teamer, haven't you? You've been using it. But yeah, you do need to look for like a flex, something like this, a super flex. I suppose that should work. But yeah, I've been using, I think it's that one, a modded version of that, and I haven't had any issues. I've used that one, I've used these. But yeah, I've not really had many be missed. I do need to actually set these up so they can be color or optionable. But yeah. But maybe what you could try and do is also just smooth the field and see if that helps as well. That is an option. I wanted to spawn the next load of pallets out. Where are we? Heartland bread. I keep getting sidetracked. It's not good. I just want to get through this and cleared. Let's see. H. There we go. Heartland breads. Right, so I am onto the gluten-free. So the way I'm kind of doing, I'm just spawning one pallet out. Oops, there we go. Finding out where it is. Oops. And then parking my truck and trailer right next to that. There we go. And the nice thing is it will automatically pick up. There we go. Right. Save. Great. That's the honeybee. That's the one I was thinking of. Yeah. But yeah, the honeybee is meant to be a really quite good header actually. Very flexible and good for a lot of those uneven terrain, shall we say. But yeah, so I think was it yesterday during Dave's stream he actually mentioned obviously all you really need is one or two tractors, maybe a truck, a couple of trucks, um, and maybe a few trailers. You don't really need to have 1,001 mods that all do the same thing in your folder. Just choose maybe some of your favorites and just add them. Actually, the other day I actually got a message through from someone playing PV County still, and they've got like was it 1,500 mods, including what comes with the pack, the map, the pack, and all that. 1,500 and so mods, and they're wondering why they're having issues. Obviously, when I had actually look at it, half of the mods were actually causing Lua call stack errors, and obviously warnings for wrong configurations and stuff. It's like, well, there's a lot of your issues. Not only are those Lua call stacks going to screw you royally, it's also going to probably corrupt your save game. So keeping things to a minimum to your favourite mods is the best way with a Dajnet map. Or even just a recommended. Oh, I did the wrong one, didn't I? What are we on? Gluten free. I wasn't paying attention. That one I want. Spawn. But yeah, just make a small folder maybe if you wanted to with all your mods, and then just choose a few of those that are your favourites and add them in. I'm gonna have to come back for them later, but oh well. I think at the minute, let me have a look at my mod folder. We'll get him going first of all. Upload there, right. So currently in my mod folder, obviously I've got everything, the map in the mod all the mods in the mod folder that are downloaded through the mod folder switcher. In addition to that, and in total I have 262 mods, and out of all of them I'm probably using most of them. There is one or two that I do have that I haven't used yet. One in particular is actually a nice little class tractor that came out the other day that I wanted to check out. I have no idea where the heck it would be though. So we'll come into here a sec. But yeah, a lot of it is actually stuff that I've edited, as you can see. Obviously, a lot of it can be found on my Trello, but this is a little guy I found the other day on the in-game mod hub. I thought, oh, that is really cool. It's an autonomous class tractor. Isn't that so sweet, guys? Now, has anybody tried this out yet? Because I do know that there's is a Case and a John Deere version out there. I'm not sure if the John Deere version was converted to 22 yet, but I do know that the class one was. But I love that. It's cool. And I want to try it out when I get around to doing some seeding or something to see how it gets on. Obviously, these are sort of set up specifically to be used for courseplay. So if you're running courseplay, this is the sort of tractors you should be using instead of obviously like a normal tractor. Because obviously in real life these are used, well, basically computer use. You set up the field and then just let them go. So, and obviously I know in 19 they obviously had the John Deere and the Case version, and they stated then that they were actually designed to be used solely for use with obviously courseplay. So I want to see how it would work with just a normal hired helper, to be honest. But yeah, obviously next year when I do get around to doing some seeding, I want to try this out and see how it gets on this. But looking at a maximum of 20, so what you'd have to do is obviously load it onto a trailer to start off with. Try to look at what's the harvest speed on this, or I suppose it'd be whatever the seeder and that is. But yeah, that is okay. It's slow. Load it onto a flatbed to start off with, and Bob's your uncle. Drop it off at the trailer, and yeah, at the field should say, and then go for that. Do I have to tech mic? Do I really have to? Let's see. Error failed to open XML file for Canyon Crossing auto drive. Yeah, not sure exactly what auto drive you've got in your or XML. Oh, that's another thing with the auto drive routes. They do not go. That obviously the ones that Xman set up. They do not go in your mod folder. They have to go into your save game folder. It's basically in Documents, My Games, Farming Simulator 22, and then whichever save game you're using. So if you're doing save game 1, put it into that. Obviously you do need to load up the game and your save game with auto drive. When you get the pop-up, say no, save it, then exit, then add in those 2 files that X-Man's got for the map, and then load it up, and you should get all the routes that he set up. See, some will need to be edited here, there, and everywhere, but yeah. You can be confused, are you, bud? Anyway, let me just jump back a sec. So, yeah, so what I'm basically on about is, let me come over here. Let me come over here. Where's the Trello? Trello. So if you're using auto drive on this map, so basically the thing that I'm using right now for this truck, on X-Man's Trello, come over here, click on Trello. At the top here you have the auto drive routes that's been previously set up by X-Man himself. Just click on the link there and then download. What that will do is it'll download it into your download folder. There you go, it's done straight away. Obviously if I opened up my downloads, right click that, extract it or unzip it, whichever. And obviously you're going to get these 2 documents. You don't need that, so get rid of that friggin' thing. But you just need these 2 documents. So if I put them side by side, if I go to Documents, My Game, Farming Simulator 22. So like I said, load up your game with Auto Drive the mod from the in-game mod hub into your save game. Once it's loaded in, you'll get that little thing saying, do you want Auto Drive to generate courses? Say no, because there's no route set up for the AI anyway, so don't even, just say no. Once you've done that, save and exit your save game. Then obviously what you want to do is go into your save game folder. So like I said, Documents, My Game, FarmSim22. Obviously I'm using save game 1. Come into here, and at the top here you got all those 2 that's been added by the auto drive route mod itself. All you then have to do is take these, copy that, or do Control X, or just highlight both and grab and scroll them across and drop them into your save game and replace those 2, okay? Obviously I'm not going to do it because obviously I've got my own ones that I'm slowly adding in. But yeah, once you've replaced them, just close that folder down. You don't have to do anything else. I'll close that. And then just load up your save game. And then you'll have all the basic routes set up for you. And obviously it'll have all the different productions and stuff. So obviously all you have to do is then go in, edit it a little bit here, there and everywhere. And yeah, makes life a little bit easier. And it gives you a bit of a good start as well. Because obviously you don't have to worry about setting a lot of them up. Obviously any you additionally place down, you'll probably have to edit. But yeah. And also another thing as well with the bridges, obviously he's set it up to be where the bridges have not been built, but the courses are there for the wooden bridges, so you will need to hook them back up, or if you've done the edit to replace with the bascules, you'll need to actually go in, probably delete the whole path and then redo them. So yeah, just bear that one in mind. But yeah, it is there. And let me see. But yeah, you're using obviously the closest harvesters. That's not a bad pack actually. I quite like that. Those harvesters. I have tried them out. They're not too bad. Yeah. Super fast ones. Yep. Can those tankers be used on any map? Yep. It is set up to read from the field type category liquids. So yeah, you can literally put that onto any map and it'll recognize any liquids that are on that map or any mod that will add a liquid into that field type category. So yep, can be used anywhere. There have been the same field type name on my yeah. Obviously, some modders will actually do it so and do field types, and then have it like manure. Well, not manure, but slurry, digestate, and actually list each individual one. But then they'll start getting into other mods, and this is where then these warnings will start popping up in your log for field type warning such and such, and this, that, and the other. Also, like the containers, that gives a whole lot. Rather than just setting it to field type category this, yeah, they've kind of done it a different way. It's kind of a pain. So yeah. But obviously, with those mods as well, because you mentioned about it being too slow, what you can actually do is go in and make an edit to it. If you've got a fast tractor, so say for instance the mule, that is it Beretta did. If you've got that, you could actually go in, look at it, see how they've done the specs for the motor, and add that into any of these mods, and make them go like 180 miles an hour if you wanted to. But yeah. And normally, they work great with courseplay. But yeah, also I'm going to try it out next in-game year with that little tractor to see how it gets on this map on at least one relatively good sized field. I'm kind of thinking, in my opinion, probably 35. It's a long field, so it could just spend time going up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. So yeah, it should be perfectly fine. But obviously, I'm not using courseplay myself. But yeah, if any of you guys are, and if you want to try that out, let me know how you get on with these autonomous tractors. But actually, just out of curiosity, I'm going to have a little play with that and just see. I'm guessing it'd be what, a medium tractor, is it? Nope, must be a large. Where are you? There. I've also got this beast to get out as well. No, I'm not going to bother that. I'm going to leash you. Just have a little look at it in game, because I haven't actually looked at it. But yeah, I ended up getting all of my orchards done, so I'm kind of happy. Oh, that's a tiny little thing. I was expecting something a lot bigger than that. But that is kind of cute. But yeah, got your 3-point on the back there, so you can hook up a seeder, a plough, a cultivator, anything like that. You've also got a link on the front for like a front weight, so that's kind of cool. And obviously, you do not get to see your driver on this because it is autonomous, so it should be, yeah. Obviously, if you wanted to, you could use auto drive to drive it across to a field. That's kind of cool. Oh, that is really, really cool. Oh, I am going to have some fun with this little dude. Yes. Oh, this could get fun with this guy. I like it. Actually, there was one thing I was going to try and get done today, and that's actually try out the Oxbow pack. I grabbed actually the fertilizer there, spreader, to try that out, and got sidetracked with all your questions, guys. So, yep, I am definitely going to be enjoying that little dude when I get around to that. So I want to get this at least up and running. So obviously this is part of the Oxbow pack, guys. If you haven't seen it, I'm sure most of you guys already have. Obviously, it got released on Tuesday as a DLC. You have the Harvester, which can be reconfigured in 3 different configurations. Obviously, a normal Harvester for grapes, the Overload version. Obviously, with that, it's a bit tricky because you need really like follow me setup or another like a multiplayer next to you to unload it at the same time because it has no capacity. And thirdly, it also has this configuration, which is a sprayer, which is the one I'm going to try out hopefully today. Actually, one thing I'm kind of thinking is having some trees around the end of that bridge there. I'm not sure about it yet. Kind of like the thought of it. I think there's around 450 mods, jeez. But yeah, actually, yeah. Actually, there we go. I can now say I'm using every mod in my mod pack, or have over the last in-game year used it. So that's cool. Oh, one small problem with it. It was the wrong colour of green. Yeah, no, in 19 they had the John Deere version, didn't they, T Miller, that came out. But I don't think anybody ever actually converted it to 22 and released it on the in-game mod hub. But yeah, they had the John Deere version and obviously that the case version, yeah. And I do know that the case autonomous tractor is on the in-game mod hub, but it came out pretty quick for 22. So if you want something a bit bigger and bulkier, there is always that option as well, that case version. So yeah. But yeah, talking about slow, this is quite slow. Now, what's that? The Fent Vario is on an AI worker. Or drive? Really? Didn't? He must have got stuck somewhere. Yep, right there. Just somebody thought, yep, I sent him back to the main farm, didn't I? And I put a trailer right in the way. So, out of curiosity, Mr. Grits fan, what did I get you confused about, and what is that? Do you mean this? Or that little tractor? Oh, thank you, dear. My wife, bless her cotton socks, just brought me in a drink. The little tractor. So that is a little autonomous tractor. Basically, it has no driver. It's actually controlled by, well, in real life, by a computer to seed, plough, cultivate your, yeah, a remote controlled tractor basically. That's for field work. Also, you can hook on at the back there your seeder, your fertilizer spreaders, even stuff like that onto the back, and it'll just work its way. Now, obviously, it is, like I said, it's designed to be used with courseplay in game, but obviously in real life they use a similar program for it as well. So yeah, it's a nice little tractor. I like it. In other words, Skynet is taking over the game. That's what it is. Just add some guns onto the side, and yeah, you'd be in trouble. Terminator. FS Terminator. That'd be kind of funny. Right. Why am I not getting a load thing here? Refill. Ah, there we go. So yeah, I'm going to use this on the grapes because that's what it's designed for. So yes, there's that. Now obviously with both of these, the herbicide maker and the liquid fertilizer maker, both will direct fill as well. So if you've got update 11, you can now actually just drive literally into that trigger and load straight away rather than spawning the pallets out. Obviously I've got something that was left over from before, so I'm still doing that. I'm kind of considering doing a solid fertilizer option version 1 as well. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I need to turn you off. There we go. Possibly add it to the seed version. Maybe colorize it differently. and obviously output the solid fur instead. But we'll see. But obviously you do have the process station that Mr. Shy Wizard created as well. And obviously Dave's got in and edited it, does the seed and the solid fur. You can do it that way as well. But yeah, I kind of like those little individual placeables. Oh my goodness, it's snowing, guys. The nice thing is I do have snow turned off. Obviously, one thing to bear in mind, okay, you're still going to get snow falling, but you should not technically get any lay for very long on the ground. Obviously, last year, and I think it was the year before, if I remember rightly, I've both had them set up this way and never actually had snow fall on and actually lay on the ground. Right, let me see that a sec. Let me close global market. There we go. And I just want to have a look at something. Error. So that's that. What else have we got? Universal auto load mod hub. Okay. So tech mic. I'm just going to see if I can put this on auto drive a sec. If you're still there. Bam, orchard farm there. Why are you going that way, you dingo? Orchard farm's that way. Or have I not set up on this side? Should be. Oh well, he can drive around while I'm looking. And this obviously is something that a lot of people may not have realised. So if I come over to the desktop, right. Sometimes when you download things off of GitHub, for example, it'll have something usually on the end, so like this little dash dot main. Delete that from the mod folder name, and then load it in again, and that should actually clear that error. So it technically should only be FS22 underscore universal autoload mod hub add-on. That's all that it needs to be named. Okay. Just having a quick look. But overall, actually, it's not too bad. Actually, I'm not. It looks good. Let's see. What's this? So whoever set up your Case IH air seeder, for some reason their categorizer isn't set up properly. It's not a big issue, just so you're aware, but yeah, you may want to contact the modder who did that to see if they can get that corrected. How you doing there, Pompies? Let's have a little look. So many TLXs. Just follow me. Actually, to be honest, that's not that bad. That's most of them. Let's see. What's that? What's that? Configuration. Design material. What's that being brought off of? A palette VOD. Do you have... Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? A palette autoload thingamabob. By Achi Mobile. Is that 32 and 60? Yeah, that's the one. I think is it by Winston by any chance? Yeah. Yeah, you might want to give him a shout and see if he can fix these categorizing light. It may actually been fixed already, but I know he's been taking a lot of time out. Right, this mod here. So this is for anybody else. So a pallet auto loader. Also, it's by Archie Mobile. It can work on the map. However, it's not actually set up for the map to take out all the additional products on here. It'll probably load most of the base game stuff, but that'll be it. In my opinion, I would remove it and just use the Universal Auto Load by Loki or the add-on version. But yeah, that one I would. Yeah, I wouldn't even look at it. I know Big Daddy and Fummins have been messing around with it, and it's a lot of trouble to get it to actually auto-load every pallet that we have. There's a lot of editing and stuff, so I would just get rid of it in my opinion. And yeah, exactly. Just take it out. The universal auto-load is much better. If you can get the GitHub version, actually, I think I may have them. They're a lot easier. So there's right. So if you're using any additional trailers that aren't base game, use that one, which is the Mod Hub add-on. And like I said, as long as it's just that universal auto-load Mod Hub add-on bit, you'll be fine. Nothing afterwards. And then you want the low-key version. Copy. Yeah, there you go. So take it out. Yeah, not the universal one. Take it out. The A pallet autoloads one. This one here. It's by Archie Mobile. Take it out. You don't really need it. It won't even work on the map properly. So yeah, take that one out. But yeah, just use the universal autoload one by Loki. That's the second one, or the Mod Hub add-on. They are the two that I would recommend. I have all three. Yeah, take that one out, and you just need the other two. Obviously, the UAL, so the Universal One auto load, that will actually add your auto loads to trailers like Surfing Cowboys trailer, any base game trailers that are flatbeds, low loaders, flatbed, well, your bale trailers that can be reconfigured, stuff like that. Obviously, the Mod Hub add-on is designed to be used with mods off of the in-game Mod Hub that have similar configurations for a flatbed or a trailer or a bale trailer if you wanted. So yeah, but yeah, give that a try. Yeah, but definitely get rid of that. And if anybody does have it, get rid of it. You do not friggin' need it. And plus, obviously, your version there is actually giving off some errors anyway, so get rid of it. And I would never ever use his crap. But it's entirely up to you. It does have some warnings on there. That's the PSM Homer T440 pack. I don't know. I wish he'd sort his friggin' mods out. Obviously, one of the biggest issues with his stuff normally is fill type warnings. But yeah, I would actually look elsewhere. I know Aussie Kanga has a Homer T440 pack set up for the map that's been tested heavily by T Miller, Surfing Cowboy, and all that. Definitely try that one out instead. And obviously, this is actually personal to me. He's actually screwed me over so many times in the past. I wouldn't even trust any mod that's on his website. And I have no shame in saying that live. And if he doesn't like that, he can come and speak to me personally. Regarding this here, all these warnings for fill types, these are actually coming off of any mod that uses the 82 Studios Autoload scripting. Now, obviously, I have done a video which is up on my YouTube channel, that tells you and shows you exactly how to delete this. So it actually loads on any map and will actually accept any product without having all these fill type warnings. Look, see, there we go. All of that is ridiculous, and that's just been brought in by the TLX stuff, basically, or any of those containers by Hispano Modding. If you wanted to, obviously I did post earlier, but you're more than welcome to grab it again and have a look at the Phoenix that I did. I'll share it again. I'll copy that link. There's that. Obviously, there's a couple of things you'd need to do. Is obviously go into the flatbed autoload trailer first of all, and change what is loading. Obviously, just change it to fill type categories, which I think it is already. Product, and then I think it's honey. I set mine up. But yeah, the whole thing's there. You can actually look at how I've done it and do it to all the rest. But it's going to be things like the TLX Phoenix. There's 32. Is it 3200 has the flatbed autoload as well, if I remember right. Is plus the Euro pallet. I think that 82 Studios did. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. I think Team Miller would probably know better than me which ones they are, but it'd be any of these TLX series that you've got that has a auto-load flatbed on it. But yeah, just do that simple edit. It's pretty easy. And obviously you do have that fill type category. Is it on all of his stuff now, is it? Okay. There you go. So yeah. Do that simple edit and that'll actually clear all that. Actually, I've got the Phoenix that I've just put up. That's the one I'm currently using on here, and I'm not getting any of these warnings. So give that a try. But obviously, my videos as well on YouTube, you're more welcome to check it out. And yeah, that will point you in the right direction. Let's see. That's all dry. That's fine. And I'm actually over. Dang it. Terraform? You got terraforming? Oh man. I hope you got Surfing Cowboys terraforming there. Let's just do a search for errors. What's that one? Base configuration load now. Ground Ripper. What the heck's you got Ground Ripper for? Well, you do have Surfing's version, okay. So something you've got there, which is called a Ground Ripper, maybe? Looks like it's given an error. Now, I'm not sure if that's actually in the same mod pack as that Surfing did. May have to mention that to Surfing to see if he knows anything about that. I don't use it. What's this here? Error, failed to find child 12. Oh, Mr. Reaper. I am disgusted in you, young man. Okay, take out Mr. Reaper's Terrafellis 3 Evo. The thing that you pick up your mining products from. It is throwing a crap ton of lure coal stacks. I know he watches some of these back, so it may have just been a bad download, or it's an old version, but I would definitely recommend getting rid of that straight away. Or if you wanted to, you're more than welcome to actually look at the your log and see if you can fix that. You've just sent Reaper. Okay. I had the same error. Okay, cool, Mr. T Miller. Thank you very much for that. But yeah, that is definitely not nice. And that's coming off the same thing. Let me just double check. Yeah, right there. See, there's a whole bunch more. See, these things, these lure coal stacks, if you keep them in your save game for a long period, they are going to screw you royally. So if you know how to look at your log and say, okay, this is this. So say for instance, so this is what you really want to be looking for is error index not found, and then the i3D mapping. It'll actually point you in the right direction. So this is actually not finding that in the i3D. So what you need to do is try and find what that is, and then go into the i3D and correct it or delete it if you need be. But yeah, hopefully Mr. Reaper can get that fixed. Obviously, warnings are not a big issue. That one in particular is FS22 Pete Trims Strobe, which is a Peterbilt. It's just loading one component instead of two. But it's not a big deal. It's only a warning. Warnings won't break it, but yeah, just keep an eye on them. What's this down here? Failed to find child 12 from Norway, arm 12, okay. So, looking at it, your GMC dump truck is throwing, obviously, warning and errors. Obviously, it's not being able to find certain i3 nodes. Oops, I didn't mean to do that, but yep. And it's obviously thrown off all of these lower call stacks. Obviously, like I said, if you know how to read your log, these can actually be fixed relatively easily. So that one I would probably look at maybe pulling out. Oh, okay, that one's still on Reaper's thing. Okay, don't worry about that. It's not the truck, it's the actual Reaper's. But yeah, I'd definitely get rid of Reaper's thing until that gets fixed. There's so many lure call stacks being called on that. That's terrible. I mean, you may have a couple actually in your save game already, which is why there's so many. But yeah, overall, that's not too bad. But yeah, get rid of Reaper's Terra Felis 3 Evo for the minute. You should be okay actually. And obviously, if any of you guys are a bit unsure, give me a shout. You can obviously post it in our Discord for PV Canyon Crossing help, and either myself will give you a hand, Viking Streaming if he's around, or somebody else might even help you out as well if you're having issues on the map. But yeah, overall that's not looking too bad. So yeah, get rid of your A pallet autoload mod. I would definitely recommend getting rid of Papa Smurf's harvester that you've got there, and obviously Reaper's little suck it 12,000, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, get rid of them and you should be good to go. And oh, okay, we're up here. I have no idea why you're all the way over here, but you're a douchebag, mate. You really are. But yeah, anyway, guys, I need to jump off because I do have some stuff to do. Yeah, Viking. Obviously, I mentioned your name in particular because obviously you do help out in the community a lot on Discord, helping out with logs and stuff. So yeah, either Viking will help you out, I will, maybe T Miller if ever he gets back into it, or anybody else within the community will help you out. But yeah, under the SGA Discord there is obviously that PV Canyon Crossing help section. So yeah, you can post your logs in there and we'll answer them as soon as possible. You said how to fix the A2 Studios. Yeah. So on my YouTube page, if you want to try it yourself, it would be great. Let me pull up the video first of all, because obviously I'm always up for anybody at least attempting to try and fix things for themselves. Come on, bring up the freaking list, will ya? There it is. Let me share. Where's this share thing on this? Get shareable link. There we go. So if you Tech Mike or anybody who's got either something by Hispano Modding or 82 Studios that has an auto load trailer in it. So for example, if I come in here quickly, obviously I've got the TLX Phoenix, which is right here series, and obviously you got these flatbeds right here. So in particular, it's this flatbed right here, the flatbed X2 pallet auto load. Obviously, if I bring this up, see, I've got no errors coming off of this at all. Oh, what's that there? Oh, running lure thingy. Yep, I know what they are. That's farms in for you. But any truck that takes these, watch that video, and it's a simple little edit. I'll actually show you what I even edited. If I can find the blinking thing, sort by that Phoenix. So open that up. So what you'll do is you'll need to go into attachments, and then what you'll need is this one here, flatbed underscore X2 AL palette. Open that up in Notepad or Notepad++. I always use Notepad++. Then scroll down to where those fill type bits are. So here you go. So fill units. Then it's obviously fill type categories. And what I've done is changed it to product and honey. Honey is a new category going to be added, which I'll show you in just a sec. The product is a base game one. Obviously you need to do one there and there as well, just so you are aware. So there's 2 lines you need to edit. Save it, close it, and then if I can remember where the heck the other one is, there's a XML called fill types. Hang on, where is it? Is it local? If you can't find it, the best thing to do is load up the mod description. I got a feeling it's locals. I'll tell you, yeah. So locals and then fill types XML. That's the one I want. So locals folder and scroll down fill types right here. This is what you want to open up. Now, obviously, when you initially load up, there's going to be a huge amount of new categories being added. Yeah, thanks, T. Miller. All you literally need to do is have one in there. And this is actually going to be the new one to add in the additional products that are in the map or base game. So things like liquid fertilizer, herbicide, the coffins, your bunnies, surfboards, stuff like that, wool, cashmere, can be added into this new category. And yeah, got ya. But yeah, obviously that link I posted earlier on Tech Mike, you can more than welcome to look at that. It's exactly the same as what I'm showing you on the screen right now. And yeah, just make that simple little edit, just copy and replace that. You can do the same with Hispano Modern containers. Just copy that little 3 lines and replace exactly everything in the new fill types and go from there. But yeah, obviously the Phoenix is on the mod hub. Obviously I did post it up above, but I can probably pin it quickly wherever the friggin' heck it is. That's my video. Nope. Is it that one? Google Drive. Is it that one? Yep. Right, I'm going to quickly pin it just for a few minutes while I actually find someone. But at the top of chat, you should get the link for this edited version that I'm showing you right now. Tech Mike. Grab it while you can. Obviously, it's got all these edits that I'm showing you already, and that's literally all you need to do. Is so basically, find the flatbed X2AL palette and just change it to fill type categories, product and honey on both of these lines. Obviously, if you wanted to, you could change the capacity if you wanted to. Obviously, once you've done that, save it. Then go into the locals folder, so which will be right there. Scroll down to fill types. Obviously, when you load this up, there's going to be a buttload of lines in here, categories being added. Just delete all bar one line, and then just have it as, obviously you could even call it just Tech Mike if you wanted to be honest. As long as it matches in here, the second one, you should be fine. But then, yeah, just add in all those different additional things. Obviously, I've gone in, added the chicken fillet as well into this as well. So I've got the chicken fillet, honey, eggs, duck eggs, wool, cashmere, down, presents, surfboards, bunny, coffin, Field's coffin, herbicide, and the liquid fertilizer added to this. Obviously, if these last two can actually go into a liquid tanker as well, but you can load them into these trailers as well, and this should work. Just remember, because obviously with this particular pack, make sure to keep this in there, because otherwise the crusher that's in the pack will not work. You need that to be there. So yeah, just keep that. At least 3 lines for the new category, and then save, load up, and you should be fine. But yeah. Anyway, guys, and I know Mr. Reaper's actually done this to his version that he's got in his save game, and it's working perfectly fine. But for today, and I just realised I closed my dashboard. I need to get that open back up. But yeah, big, huge thank you. And obviously, Bobby D, thank you as well for the 1,000 bits. Holy crap. I did see it come up and I totally forgot to mention. Thank you. You are an absolute star. So yeah, there we go. Obviously, I am going to call it a day for now. I need to get off and do some real life stuff. I'm actually already 20 minutes over. So I need to get to my ending screen. And let's see if I can find credits. So you're not looking at a black screen all the time. It'd be nice if the credits kicked in straight away, I think, when you hit that window or screen. Hopefully they'll come up. There we go. But yeah, there we go. But yeah, huge thank you to all you guys. Obviously, a big thank you to Sam Sunny and obviously Mr. Grits fan for the raids, the follows from you guys, the hydrates, the hats off, the whole shebang. Thank you, and obviously big huge thank you to Bobby D for the wow. I'm still in shock. 1,000 bitties. Ooh. Mama Doo's on, is she? Good. Cool. Thank you, Mr. Grits fan. Yep, so it looks like we're going to go over and see Miss Mamadou 53. Let me just bring her stream up. She is playing the map. She's still quite early on in it, but she is getting there a heck of a lot. Already lost and confused. Lol, not on you. It's on the me thing. Oh, no worries, Tech Mike. But yeah, have a look at that. The TLX Phoenix up above that I posted. It's pinned currently at the top of chat. Have a look at that. Obviously, look at the flatbed autoload XML. That'll point you in the right direction. And look for the fill types XML in the local folder, okay? But yeah, if you need any help, give me a shout on Discord and I will help as well. But yeah, you're more than welcome to grab the edited TLX there. But yeah, I am going to be jumping off now. I'm going to get this raid going. Thank you everyone for coming out. You're all absolutely amazing, and thank you for all the questions. Hopefully I got everybody. If I missed somebody, I'm really sorry. I apologise. But yeah, and obviously I am going to be back again Friday, my usual 2-hour stream before Mr. Dajnet. Speaking of Mr. Dajnet, he will be going live later on, guys. So make sure to check him out. I think he's going to be doing 7 Days to Die again. And I'm not sure if it's going to come up. Will it? Well, not. I don't know. But yeah, I know most of you guys are following him anyway. But yeah, obviously, try and be maybe a little bit nice once. Help him out a bit. I know you won't, but it's worth a try. But I think I might be there for the first 10, 15, 20 minutes anyway, so yeah, it's fine. I can help out if need be at killing him. Mama do 53, there she is. on my raid list. Yep, so she is on the map. But yeah, if you've got any questions, you're more than welcome to drop them in her chat as well. Obviously, a lot of us guys will be hopefully going over there. Obviously, she is a lovely, lovely lady, and I would definitely recommend any of you guys checking her out. She is part of the Crusaders by Mr. Dajel Crew. So yeah, and who knows, you might be able to learn something from her and she from you guys. But yeah, till Friday, guys, have a great one. Obviously, I will be doing Farm Sim again on Friday. Next Monday is going to be back doing some pool cleaning simulator thing. But till Friday, have a great rest of your day, guys, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.